like your backyard, break time at the office, or while on the go. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included with Centracom cable TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Centracom.com to learn more.
Did you know that Snow College Richfield is one of the most affordable colleges in the state? 4 of my children received degrees at Snow College. They enjoyed the small class sizes, the wide variety of degree programs, and small campus environment. I appreciated the affordable education. Get more for your money at Snow College Richfield. To mention this radio ad, your $30 admission fee will be waived. Apply online at snow.edu/Richfield or call 1-800-748-4594 to start your hometown college experience today. Mention this radio ad, your $30 admission fee will be waived.
This is Manti High School sports action on
KMTI. Everything goes special commemoration here for 9/11 and posting the colors. So we're going to stand back to the studios while they're doing this commemoration here on the football field.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with a touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Come one, come all to Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone at 40 West Union Street in Manti. Come check out our all-new interactive demo room where you can see what products we offer and try some of them out for yourself. You can enter a drawing all week for great prizes. Make sure to come on Tuesday, September 15th for free hot dogs from 11 to 2. All of this and more at Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Your connection for Manti High School sports.
Our pregame has been presented by Snow College, the Badger Nation pride and excellence. Get more details on numerous things at snow.edu. At snow.edu. Flags all around the field here as a part of the commemoration tonight for 9/11, 14 years ago. And a special little ceremony here at Manti High School. All the way around the state, probably a lot of things going on tonight. Some of the other games. American Leadership rates a 4-point favorite over North Sevier. Grand by about a touchdown and a half over Gunnison. Juab rates about 12 over Cedar City. North Sanpete is a big favorite over Carbon, that would be expected. South Summit, South Sevier, about a 44-point spread in that one. Union rates a 2-touchdown favorite over Ridgefield. So there's some of the Perry Power Guy. Delta at Morgan. Morgan heavy favorite in that one. Enterprise at Millard and Grand at Gunnison on the schedule here for tonight. Manti in solid red, as we had talked about for tonight's ball game. Appreciate all of our sponsors. We've got coming up on our post game our Snowcap Lanes Player of the Game. Dine in on Snowcap's delicious menu for lunch or dinner. Gather your friends for bowling leagues. 283-4522. Manti will be kicking off, and Emery to receive. And folks, you're going to have to bear with us tonight because we cannot see Emery numbers. They are light yellow on white. Now, they never thought of broadcasting when they did that, did they?
Not at all.
And we might put Tanner in more often than tonight. He's right down there at field level. We might have to have him help us once in a while on even an injury or something from Emery because those numbers are a little hard to distinguish at times. Kind of a pale color. As long as they're standing still, we're fine. But they don't have a tendency to do that in football. They kind of move around just a bit. And the kickoff coming up from Ivan Garcia, freshman kicker for the Manti Templars. Very little breeze, not of much consequence, and the freshman has his first toe to the ball underway in a varsity game, and it goes to the right-hand side, fielded on the run at the 15, taken down at around the 23 or 24-yard line. And that tackle, I think, came out of there in the number 13, and there's already a number we don't have on our, 43, Tristan Barrett. He's a headhunter defensively for the Templars. He will not start tonight defensively, but you'll see him coming in some. So that will start at the 23 for the Emery Spartans here against Manti. The wide side of the field will be the near side. You'll offensively probably see a lot of pulling offensive linemen for Emery. They are run-oriented. And with a junior quarterback running from the short gun. Kind of an eye set. They bring motion, the speed back left to right, looking for the pass over the middle, intercepted by the Templars. First off, and that is good concentration there by Caden Stevenson. That's the receiver's fault. He was thrown a little bit behind him, but that receiver still should have snagged that. He kind of tipped it up in the air. Stevenson, the interception.
Yeah, he just basically hot potatoed that right into Stevenson's hand. The other thing that I was noticing is excellent penetration by all 5 rushing Manti Templar players on that pass play. They got a good 2-3 yard deep penetration.
Stevenson was as surprised as anybody on that thing. Oh my, here's the football. I'll take it. Fell on it. Smart enough to do that. And so Manti at the 20, probably Emery 28 yard line, between the 27-28. And they'll cross it over, go right hand side on a dive right just for a couple of yards for Braxton Good. And so Emery kind of clogs that one up. They'll only give him about 1.5 yards. Go mark it 2, and that's kind of stretching it really on that one. So it'll be long 8 for the Templars. Stevenson will check in. He and Good will probably alternate a lot at the speed back set. Receiver right is Lefevre in this set, and go tight end left. Double slot, and the slot comes right to left, handed off to the speed back, cuts it up the middle. And Stevenson will carry to about the 22-yard line. Got to keep in mind here, Russ, this is 4-down territory, too.
Yeah, they're close enough here that 4-down territory. This year, Manti has been trying a few different things with their line also. They've got Sam Tiatia. He started the first 2 games at tackle. They've now got him at center. They've moved Doug Sheese up to right tackle. That first play was off the tail of Sheese.
And Alder working in there, taking that offensive line now on that left guard because of the injury to Yossi. So 3rd down and 4 for Manti at the 22. Handoff right-hand side, dancing back inside. First down, almost broke away for the touchdown. On the carry, Mac Stevens. When you need guaranteed yardage, Mac works his way. Did a good job of patient running there to gain almost 9.
Excellent way to start the game for Manti. They come out, and every single run play has made good yardage down the field. That's going to open up a whole lot all night long.
Been between the hashes so far, hasn't it? Everything's between the hashes.
Yep.
They're going to wide side left here just a little bit on this one. The tackle on the left side is Thomas McFarland, which they've shuffled some things to get around in that line. And they'll go handoff right-hand side. Stevens, same play. Counters back to the inside. And a pickup there of maybe a couple of yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 after. That's a longer 2 than on that first drive. He's gotten it down to about the 12-yard line for Manti. Here early in the first period, no score. First play from the line of scrimmage. Emery tried to throw the little tight end pass right in the middle, and It was snagged for an interception. Templars have excellent field position. So second down, long, 2nd and 8. Hand it, looking to the side, left side, fouls. He spins inside, keeps his feet going. The Fowlsy fashion right there. He does the fashion jig, and he gained about 4 yards that he had to do really with some fancy footwork.
Yeah, it's good to be calling the Fowls last name again out here at Manti football.
You know, we run out of those, I might retire.
Yep.
I've been doing it for so long. Third and 3.5 here for the Templars. Out of 4-yard gain there. Inside the 10 at the 8 for Manti. Single back set. Motion comes from right to left. And it's right, keeping it to the right-hand side. Looking, he could run, he can throw, and he's got it no good in the end zone. Just underthrew it just a little bit. He had his option there. And looking for Jordan Howe, but Howe had to kind of reach down and back a little bit and could not quite haul it in. So an incompletion brings up 4th down.
I also think the defender on that, I can't get a number because of the color on the jersey, but the defender, I think, got his hand on the ball just barely.
Might have. You know, Derek might could have strung that out one a little more, another couple of steps, and made that defender be a little more hesitant, because he really had the only defender who was going to get him was the guy defending the pass. So 4th down, and the Templars, right's going to roll to the right-hand side. They're still giving him the same option, going to throw it this time. Overthrown. So he adjusted and overthrew it to Howell. He ran the same basic play. So short on the 3rd down, and then too high on the 4th down. So the Templars come up without points, which might have been within field goal range there for Ivan Garcia. So if this ends up being a tight game, we'll see how that one comes back into place. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Emery, and they're probably just going, whew, he dodged a bullet there.
Really did. Manti should have scored on both those. The receivers, if the ball was in the right spot, I don't know. Derek is usually pretty comfortable there at quarterback for Manti. He's also playing safety tonight on defense.
Right. Grant Stevens out with the injury. So Derek will have to go both ways quite a bit. 1st and 10, 8-yard line for the Emery Spartans. Bring motion, hand it to his dive back, hits into the line. Maybe a pickup of a yard and a half. That'll probably give him almost 2 to the 10-yard line. And amongst some of those clogging that one up in there is Jack Gillette for the Templars defensive front. First rush of the night for the Emery Spartans. So they get 2 on that one, just outside the 10. Ryan Cole in a defensive down set there right now, along with Doug Sheese is in a down set rather than at an end tonight. They go with that 5-man front. And speeding through, and that's a big loss. Well, that was nosed out pretty quickly. And some offensive linemen missed a blocking assignment because that was snuffed out and snuffed under. That was Gillette, wasn't it, that got through there?
Gillette, and I think Sheese was in the middle of that one, too.
A big loss there, clear back to the 5.5. They lost a long 5. Almost 6 on that one. So 3rd down, just outside the 5 for the Emery Spartans. You think it's a throw it down, but their backs to the wall. See what they dial up here for a play call. If I'm linebackers, I play a couple of steps off now. Protect that outside. Maybe they bring a crossing or a drag pattern. They'll try to counter it to the outside and close down and then hemmed in. Now doing the job, he didn't make the tackle, but Braxton Good did his assignment. He was assignment sound there. Keep it inside. Funnel it inside.
The first Templar to make contact with the ball carrier was at about the 1-yard line, the defensive end, although the blocking scheme peeled him off, and it turned into good yardage for Emery, but not good enough to get a first down.
So they're out at the 5.5-yard line. And the punter in the end zone, the Templars are going to come heavy and do not get a hand on it. It's a short one. I just get away from this, Bart. Signal, get out of there. You're going to end up with the ball inside the 45. Manti will have it at the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Tanner, the feel on the sideline. What do you think? They're looking pretty crisp right now. This Templar bunch, like they're licking their chops.
This defense has been phenomenal through 2 series, an interception and then a 3-and-out, really getting in. And like you said, Braxton Good, key play there. He didn't make the tackle, but he fulfilled his assignment, which that's going to make head coach Cole Meekum very happy.
42-yard line. Manti going right to left in the red uniforms here for tonight's game at the Emery 42. So the Templars didn't convert that last opportunity from the 28. See what they can do here from the 42. They haven't opened up a whole lot yet. They kept everything pretty much inside the tight end box. Speed back from right to left. Hand it to him. They're going to go wide this time. Backside pursuit trying to come down, and does. pursuing heavily from the secondary. Braxton Goods probably got to be another step out there because coming down defensively very hard is Austin Allred from a deep linebacking spot. And the defensive or the offensive line, they've got to realize when he's coming, all you got to do is chip him just a second. You just got to barely rub him to slow him down, and then you got some good yardage around the corner. So loss of 3 and a referee's timeout here momentarily. I think they're saying that Derek Wright's, no, it's Cole Meekham's coming over to talk with the referee. And that was Max Stevens, who had to trade a helmet out apparently. So the Emery Spartans, you're going to hear a lot of Austin Allred tonight defensively because he's a lot on their rushing game too, but he is a key to this Emery Spartan attack.
The Emery Spartans are running a 4-man front with their line. It's a little bit untraditional because they have one of the tackles lining up as a nose guard, and then that other responsibility is picked up by the backers.
So it's an off-balanced to the Manti right side defensive line. Wright's going to go. He's going to look for Howe again. Has it caught, and Howe's going to head to the 10, and inside the 10, breaks the tackle and gets to the 2-yard line. He's had a lot of those inside the 5s this year, and they're trying to reach, hasn't he? But the defender tried to play the ball. That was a mistake, and he got burned by Howe.
Yeah, he let him get behind him, and he even had a good chance there because Howe actually came back and paused to catch that pass. There was a little floater. He was the only one. He was the deepest player, and that is not what the defensive backs should be letting happen.
First and goal for Manti at the 2.5-yard line. Double back set, the power set here. Hand it, Stevens, right-hand side, dives right, close to the goal line, then driven back. And so they're going to give him almost 2 yards. It'll be second down just shy of the goal line. For Mack, the Mack attack to the right.
I would watch for that same play again. I think Coach is going to try and punch it in by handing off to Max Stevens again.
That's behind Cheese on that line. Second and goal from about a foot away. Sam Tiatia, the center, single back set. Motion will be Stevenson right to left. Handed Stevenson into the end zone.
Untouched.
Yeah, untouched. He could have gone a long ways on that one. So he gets the touchdown. Well, Caden scores. We'll put it as a yard in the books for him here. And Templars score with 5:24 on the clock here in the first period. Had a little bit of gumption in their offensive set that time. They didn't let that loss on first down discourage them much. Ivan Garcia in to attempt the extra point. And then it's a fake, and Wright's going to run to the left-hand side, try to turn it to the corner, and gets in for the 2-point conversion. Referees checking with each other. I don't know what there's to check about. It's a good conversion. So 2-point one by Derek Wright. Snap was high. I think that was a wise choice there. We'll be back in 1 minute with the kickoff.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time.
An old friend was telling me he's tired of jumping on a piece of equipment just to have something come off in his hand. That won't happen when you have Barclay Mechanical on your repair team. Equipment repair or fabrication, yep, Barclay Mechanical can do. Metal or mechanical repair or fabrication, yep, you guessed it, can do at Barclay Mechanical in Manti. Call Barclay Mechanical, 835-5084, or stop by 595 West 100 North in Manti. 835-5084, oh yeah, go get them, Manti Templars.
Live sports coverage of the Manti Templars on
Kickoff return, and into the middle, still on his feet, out to the 40, into the 47-yard line. That was Ivan Garcia didn't really get that one much lift on it, and it bounced along the ground and fielded off a good return just inside the 20, out to about the 42. What happens there is your coverage breaks down, and there ends up being a little gap in that, as they expect there a little more time to fill lanes. So a good field position here at the 41 for the Emery Spartans. Manti on top at 8-0. hands of the Manti defense now. It's giving up this good field position. Their defense, let's see what they can do. And 5-man front, they'll flip-flop around some up front there. From the short gun, speed back, a little late on the snap. Handoff comes left-hand side. Pickup of about 6 yards on the carry, so that one worked. On the dive left, as they got through that 5-man front. And you can always make gap adjustments in there. Manti might do a little bit of that as well. Ryan Cole kind of anchoring that front line after that pickup of 6 by the Spartans. Their biggest gain so far of the game. Into Manti territory at the 48-yard line. Between the hashes, if there's a wide side, it's to the left on a 2nd and short 5. And the dive back cuts right through, cut right back across the grain and got the first down. Made a nice plant and cut on that. For the carry, it was Bryce Dugmore, the motion back. And Templars are going to bring in Ben Tiatia in that defensive front. So they got 5 in the first down. First down for the Emery Spartans.
They gave him just a yard short.
Oh, they put a knee down, didn't they?
Yep.
Because he
brings up a 3rd down.
Where the ball went down. He was way past that down marker. So 3rd and short. Critical 3rd and 1 here for the Emery Spartans. Well, their base plays have worked twice. I wouldn't abandon that. They go dive and do get it up the middle. So right now their offensive line getting them 3 and 4 yards at a time. That line up front, including Labrum and Tuttle and Stilson, Jukes. First down there for the Emery Spartans.
Emery's choosing to go more straightforward with their blocking schemes. I've watched the video on them. They do a lot of pulling, but not tonight.
Manti 4-man front, long count, drawn off sides. And so 5 yards the easy way for Emery here. They'll put the ball at the 36-yard line coming up. Tonight our post game, Snowcap Lanes player of the game. And bring the family for a fun night of bowling at Snowcap Lanes. Our player of the game will get a hamburger, fries, and 2 games of bowling. We'll announce that on our post-game coverage tonight. So now at the 36-yard line for the Emery Spartans after the 5-yard penalty mark-off. Trailing 8-0 first quarter with 4 minutes remaining. An eye set with the quarterback in the short gun, a tailback right behind him. Bring motion and hand it to the back going right to left, and he's maybe got a couple of yards. Emery's almost in motion there. That one speed back, I think he fired before the ball was actually snapped.
I immediately looked to see if there was a flag thrown on that because I was thinking the same thing.
About a 1.5-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4 for Emery. And that quarterback, he really ducks too when he, you can't watch him if you're a defensive man because he'll draw you across. He really makes a big duck movement.
With every call that he makes.
Every call. You watch it enough to know, okay. Now he brings a step and brings motion and goes left to right and hands off to the dive back left. And that was actually on that one. They went with the backup quarter. Now he's back in. Okay. Thought he headed out to the sideline. Zach Jorgensen, their quarterback. He's a junior. And they'll have 3rd and 1 again for the Emery Spartans.
Connor Meekum in now on that defensive end. You know, they've moved some of their defensive ends down as tackles, like you said, Sheese.
Motion right to left-handed dive, goes to the right to the left, spins out of that tackle. Does a good job, gets it inside the 25. So they got about an 8-yard gain on that carry for the Emery Spartans. Doug Moore has been, they've got 3 players, all that have done Bielli is a kicker and also running back, and Allred and Doug Moore. And they all have logged a good amount of yardage to kind of balance it between the 3 up. So from the Manti 24, first down for the Emery Spartans. Going to reshift his set, put his slot to the right. Wide out right. Speed back comes right to left, looking to throw, looking for the home run ball, looking long, and incomplete. Good defensive recovery out there by Braxton Good right as the ball got there, and it was a little towards the sideline. He just put hands out, and we've got a flag back up the field here a ways. But Braxton put the hands out right as the ball gets there. He shoves hard, and it's an incompletion. Let's see what the flag is out. That's out here usually where you've got wide receiver lining up. It's about 5 yards down towards the goal line from the line of scrimmage here. Referee's discussing this one.
It's almost illegal contact on the cornerback.
Yeah.
Guarding the receiver. It's against Emery.
Illegal receiver downfield, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
And that's way out here. Well, anybody can see that on the field, the referees. It happened to be the line judge out here that saw that apparently an offensive lineman had gone downfield. An ineligible receiver. That's a death knell sometimes in a drive when you're trying to put it together.
Yeah, that play was coming together really well for him. The receiver seemed to be wide open. Braxton Good had the excellent defense. Perfect timing. If he had touched him half a second earlier, there would have been a PI flag. But, you know, sometimes you got to take those two instead of give up the touchdown. But now with that penalty, it just really drives Emery back.
So at the 29-yard line, a 1st and 15. Well, so those penalties hurt a lot worse if you're at 3rd down, but here on 1st down, they've got some downs to make up for it. Referee's timeout again. A minute 51 remaining first period. And 8-0 Manti the lead. It's like they're going to come talk to the sideline or... There was no flag, so it's not a penalty. And there's nobody down in the end zone except for the camera.
And the ref that stopped it was signaling
maybe
either towards the clock
yeah.
or... they just had John Gillette signal up to the clock to, I think, make some adjustments. Yeah, they added 2 seconds.
Okay. All righty, 2 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. First 15, 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Here comes some pressure. Screen pass out to the left, incomplete. Dropped it. That's what a little bit, a part of a defense, especially on the screen, is heavy enough pressure from the right guys. Not everybody to sell out on it, but enough guys that force the quarterback maybe to throw just a split second earlier.
Yeah, he had somebody in his face. Was it Sheese that was in there?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I think the receiver heard footsteps too.
Dropped the pass, 2nd down and 15. He wasn't going to go very far. The Templars had a defender out there. This is the kind of team, though, these running backs with Emery, you got to ramp up on them or they'll get away from you. Bring motion left to right, handed dive left, and pickup of about 3 to the 20, going to go 26, 27-yard line. 26 will make it a 3rd down. After the pickup of 3, a 3rd down at the 26-yard line.
Tyler Squire caught him from behind there to drag him down as there were other Templars involved, but he was the main tackler on that one.
3rd down 12 for Emery. Key 3rd down here in this first quarter with 1:20 on the clock. They'll go long count. Handed off, a reverse, snuffed out. Holy cow, there's a defensive play for you right there, brother.
Nate
Lee. He had a read on that one, and he zeroed in, and it's a loss on the reverse.
Jack Gillette was also the defensive end that was the first one that the ball carrier saw coming after him, and he took a step deeper into his own backfield to try and avoid him as he was heading towards the sideline, and there was Nate Lee to lay one on him.
-5 and 4th down from the 31-yard line now. Now you got to change your secondary a bit here if you're Manti. 4th down, and they've got to get to the 14 for a 1st down. Emery does here. First quarter action in Manti on top. Motion. Going to decoy, come across the middle, incomplete. Thrown a little high. Coverage was there good if he'd have made the catch. I got to stick up for the quarterback. There's a couple of passes, 3 of them I can think of that receivers should have snagged, and they dropped them.
That was right in his hands. Perfect play. Of course, the defense being conservative, being behind him. Nate Lee was there, made the contact with the receiver as the ball got there. He had the height advantage, too, and he should have pulled that one down.
It was high, but still, you got both hands on it, so bring it in. And he's not looking into the sun or anything. So they turn it over on downs on the incomplete pass there for the Emery Spartans. Manti will have it at the 31-yard line here, first quarter for Manti.
24 seconds.
Wide side to the left. Tight formation. Right's going to roll to the left. Going to plant. Looking long. Got a man open. Oh, he stood. He held up in his stride a little bit. Should have just kept sprinting. That's Tanner Lefevre. Right, but that was the best pass he's thrown tonight. Derek put that one right on the money. Lefevre, from up here, you can see, he just kind of held up in that last step or two.
And then he had to jump for it because he had slowed down. He did get a hand on it, but just out of his reach.
So it's second down for Manti. Well, they attacked the right side before they came back left side there, and they really had the play. Wide receiver right, single running back. So a double wing slot look, hand it. Stevens, Matt cuts back across the grain, gets out of one shirt tail tackle, but can't get out of the second one. He'd have had some yardage if he could have got away from that first one, but another 1 yard pickup's about all for Manti on that one. Brings up a 3rd and long here for the Manti Templars.
Emery had, because of how Manti had the receivers in tight, well, end of first quarter.
End of the first period, Manti on top, 8-0. Third down, and we come back in a minute.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering with offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, American Fork, St. George, and Monticello. They're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals shaping the quality of life. So, wondering where to go after the game? How about Snowcap Lanes in Ephraim? Not only is the bowling great, but the food at Snowcap, one word, incredible. From the amazing line of mouth-watering burgers and sandwiches to the fabulous prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights. Then check Tuesday and Wednesdays as open bowling days. And now's the time to sign up for bowling leagues. There's openings for men, women, and mixed doubles. Hey, it's a great way to meet people and make new friends. The place for fun and food. The Snowcap Lanes on South Main in Ephraim.
The voice of the Manti Templars.
Welcome to second quarter action. Larry Masco, Russ Olson, and Tanner Wilkinson with you tonight for our coverage. Coming up tomorrow night, Snow College football here on KMTI, playing at Yuma, Arizona. 3rd and 9. Right rolls. Pumps, looks, has it complete for the first down. Nice patterns right there by those receivers. That left Max Stevens open. Emery was so worried about wide receivers, and Derek Wright timed that perfectly. Kind of gathered the defenders to the outside, found Wright found Max Stevens in the seam for the first down.
Perfect catch by Max Stevens, and adding about, 10, 15 yards after the reception to move it down the field.
Got about a 28. Wendy Nodder had 28 yards on that. Reception for the first down to Mack. The Mack attack in the air. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line of Emery. Hand it, speed back in motion, and to the secondary, Caden Stevenson, for about 9 yards. Now, Caden did a good job on the timing there because the snap was just a little off from his timing. That allowed that hole behind. Doug Shees, open up.
And as the first defender makes contact with him about a yard deep, he quickly does this little spin move he's done that a few times tonight. It just slips him off, adds 5 yards to the run.
So 2nd and short here. Let's see what the Templars do on this 2nd and short at the 30. This really opens up your playbook. Strong side right, double back set. Stevens and Fowles. Hand it, Stevens. Mack's going to turn the right-hand side. He's got Fowles. Fowles didn't have to lay a block, and Stevens turns the corner. Trying to stay inside, and let's see what the side judge says. Touchdown, Max Stevens. Walking the tightrope from the 30-yard line. And I got a kick out of Fowles because he wanted to lay a block on him, and his man kind of got his angle twisted up. Normally, a block by Fowles would have been a key to that. He never could get the guy to lay a block on him because the guy was stumbling around, and Stevens just blew by everybody.
And Stevens saw that he was stumbling, so that's the other thing that surprised Fowles there is he expected the play to come closer to the sideline. He would be between the defender and the sideline. Instead, Stevens saw that, cut it upfield.
Nice read for him. Snap, good. And the kick is up. Good. So Ivan Garcia gets his first extra point. The freshman as a varsity player. Manti up 15-0 back in a minute.
This is Nate of Risk Managers in Ephraim. It's hard to believe that Risk Managers has been serving all of your insurance needs for over 60 years, and we will be here in the future to take care of your auto, home, business, farm, health, and life insurance. Check first with us for very competitive, affordable rates and great customer service. For a quote and more information, contact Nate, Mark, or Rick at Risk Managers, 110 North Main in Ephraim. Call 283-4685.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, high school football season. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to be the official sponsor of the Manti High Templars. But you don't have to be a Templar to be in good hands at Gunnison Valley Hospital. They've been treating local athletes for more than 75 years. Whether it's a routine visit or a sports-related injury, Gunnison Valley Hospital doctors and physicians are standing by to assist high school athletes throughout the region. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's Gunnison Valley Hospital.
The station for Manti High School sports.
Manti Templars up 15-0 early in the second quarter over the Emery Spartans and kicking off. They're going now left to right. Manti is Emery from right to left. Emery started with a turnover, and Manti taking advantage of it. Higher, short end-over-end kick. Bounces in between two receivers. Fielded at the 17. To the outside, up the middle. Breaking a couple of tackles and getting it out to the 33 or 34-yard line. It's first and 10 there for the Emery Spartans.
Those ball carriers for Emery, boy, they don't stop. They know what they're doing. He hit 5 or 6 Templars before one of them finally brought him down.
You know, as hard as those guys run, I am surprised if they aren't running some deeper pitches and letting their running backs get a real head of steam and plowing into the line. And they might go to that later. First and 10, speed back motion, handed off to him, cuts up the field, breaks the tackle, then snagged after a pickup of 7. Open field tackle made by Jordan Howell on that one, but linebacker. You'd rather your linebackers weren't having to make open field tackles. We've got blood on Howell's arm, so we'll have to wrap that up real quick and get Mac Stevens in, or the linebacker Mac was out for that play. Pickup of 7 on first down for the Emery Spartans.
Wide hole between the center and the guard, and he made it 5 yards deep into the defense before Howell made contact with him. Nobody else touched him.
That is the quarterback. Is that the quarterback that just went out limping? Another player. I can't read these numbers again. Okay. They got a player.
Austin Allred's the one that went out. We called his name tonight.
Yeah, I knew it was a single number. Number 5, he's a key running back for him. And it speed left to right. Try to sweep, cut up the field. Does. Breaks out of tackles and gets the first down. They're running Manti's offense right here, and they got Pike across the way. He did get to about the 45-yard line. It was a 2nd and 4. See what they bring back with that one here for the Emery Spartans.
Boy, their running game is working for them, and it's a hold.
Yeah. They do work better when you get holds. Now they get the changing in the lineup. Jordan Howe comes back in. And a lot of times he and Stevens would be the linebackers. They just try to give Stevens, he had quite an offensive series. They were giving him a break or two and a breather, so he comes out. And Templars also bring in Daniel Cummings. And they bring out defensive line Michael Alder. So they're going a little more mobile here after the mark off of the penalty. 2nd down at the 35-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 10, basically, for the Emery Spartans after the penalty.
And Alder's playing both ways anyway, so give him a little bit of a rest.
So here we go with the 2nd and 9. Templars give up 5 the easy way. Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, they're going to get a little extra on at halftime, and if not before, on some things here. American leadership leading North Sevier 6-0 in that ball game. And we're at 15-0 here. 10 minutes remaining. So now we're back out to the 40-yard line. And North St. Pete leading Carbon, no surprise there. Grand over Gunnison, first period 14-7. So 2nd down and 4. Pitch or snap to the quarterback, hand to the running back, maybe 1.5 yards at the most. Got the last yard just by leaning from the 40-yard line.
Ryan Cole plugged that one up, but that running back hit that hole hard.
To give him 1 yard, and it's 3rd and 3. This is a critical 3rd down call for the Emery Spartans. And why it's critical, because they run that like they did that last play. They aren't going to get it. They got to figure out something else. And the Templars are pretty wide gap on the defensive line right now. They're willing to give it up right over the guard. They'll hand it, try to cut it up over the guard, and they do. And they get it into the secondary. And the tackle made coming from behind. You a little bit surprised that defensive line gap there, Russ? I was.
Yeah, I like to see them get in there and plug the gaps. trip them up, especially with the running team like Emery.
They did a big pickup there of about, 12 yards or so?
Tanner Rasmussen in for Manti. On the field was Tristan Barrett. He came out, switching out. Also, Nate Lee's in there.
So Manti at the 47 defensively of their own now as Emery is into Manti territory. Playing motion and a dive. Ball loose, picked up. This could go for the touchdown. Stripped away, and the Manti Templars just have Manti players. In the football context, a bit of an escort service right down there for Jordan Howe to snag that and go up. Turnovers are hurting the Emery Spartans.
It looked to me like there was a handoff that they were trying to do, and neither one of them wanted it. I think the quarterback still had it and wasn't expecting to. Playing a little hot potato, and was it Jordan Howe that was right
Howe
there?
for about 40, I don't know, what Wendy put in the books, maybe a 45er from where he picked it up?
47.
47 yards.
And Jordan Howe was right there in his face.
Yep, picked it up and away he went. 53 yards now. Okay, Manti 47, and the kick is good. So Manti is up now 22-0 with 8:50 remaining, second quarter. We'll be back in a minute.
Are you ready for a fiesta? It's always fiesta time with Mexican food that you crave at Los Amigos. Try the Mexican steak or one of my favorites, their fajitas or chimichangas. They have smothered burritos and enchiladas, non-alcoholic drinks, and kids' meals. They use homemade flour tortillas, and every table gets chips and the secret salsa. And check out their Friday specials. It's fiesta time at Los Amigos, 30th and 700 South and Ephraim, right behind the movie theaters.
Zions Bank wishes the Manti High School Templars a winning season this year. And as community bankers, employees at Zions Bank's two convenient locations in Manti and Ephraim share your common values. Commitment to family, hard work, and an appreciation for our pioneering heritage. They offer friendly personal banking services, a variety of products to meet your everyday needs, and local decision-making. Discover why at Zions Bank we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Approach to the ball on the kickoff. Nice one. This one's down the middle. Inside the 10. You know, you got a young kicker. If he gets him inside the 10, I think he's done his job. And then the ball fumbled, and he's another one picked up for the Templars. And it tripped up. Almost Marshall Dotson had a touchdown, but he picked that one up. And is the ball bouncing to the Templars or what right now?
Oh, boy. Cooper Perry and Marshall Dotson are the ones that line up on Manti sideline for that kickoff. You know, they get these players in on special teams, and boy, what a play there for him to pick up another one. He was seeing end zone, but boy, his feet he couldn't get him under him as he picked up that ball, and he only added about 5 yards to that.
Manti at the Emery 17-yard line. 1st and 10, wide side to the left. They'll bring motion to override right-hand side, and Derek Wright being chased into the backfield, a flag thrown, and then he scrapes out to the right-hand side. Emery's still got him, still trying to get him, and he's still on the run, and he doesn't know there's a flag. He's going to throw it, get rid of it, and it's hot, but this is all going to come back with a holding call by the Manti Templars. But I'm going to give credit to Jordan Howe for improvising. Jordan got himself into an open spot. I mean, he was running around there forever.
Yeah.
He got to an open spot where Derek Wright could throw to him.
He's got to work for the advantage of it is holding. He's got to work for the advantage of his quarterback. If the play's still live, that's a good sign of leadership there. That those receivers, when they see that the play was broken up, but it's still going, they keep working it and come back towards it, find an open spot.
Well, the Harry Houdini act by Derek Wright, but it all went for naught because of the holding call that puts the ball back to the 36-yard line now. And so that's where the Templars will be at the 36. They had started at the 18. Now they're clear back to the 36 because of where that hold happened. So Manti first and a long ways to go. 37, actually.
Brenton Thompson in on left tackle for Manti.
Feedback right to left. They'll get it into the hands of Tristan Barrett. Barrett turning the corner. And here comes another flag on the Templars. So they apparently had a hold on the outside. There were
lead blocker caught the defensive end, I believe, right there. Just kind of hooked him with his hand, and you could see that realized it. And so he glanced at the blow with his hand and pulled it back, but it was too late. And he got a penalty for it.
Oh, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what we see across the way, a soccer field here being put in. Next year, I think Manti will be playing on their new soccer field for their soccer competitions here. Coming up, player of the game, Snowcap Lane's player of the ball game for the Templars. And they are located at 605 South Main in Ephraim, 283-4522. Well, Manti now back to the 46-yard lines. They've got a baseball. Let's talk about a soccer field. Timeout taken by Manti. We'll be back in 1 minute.
With internet service from Centracom, you get a fast, reliable connection to a world of information and inspiration. Just choose the bandwidth package that fits your needs and your budget. Every package delivers consistent speeds that bring the best of the web into your life. And we offer local, over-the-phone, technical, and professional IT support. It's why Centracom is now our area's #1 internet provider. Add internet to your bundle and save. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield with over 60 years of service. Call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
You're listening to the Manti High School Sports Station.
Utah leading Utah State 7-0. 8:14 remaining here. 22-0 Manti the lead in the second quarter. And first and a long ways to go. About a soccer field length there. They got to get way inside the 10. They're clear back to the 46. And on a first down call, Derek Wright's going to roll to the right-hand side. Being chased, throws the ball, has the receiver, has it complete. And Howell secured that, did a good job of securing it. Not all that big a pickup, but it does get him some yardage because Wright had really dropped deep. And then Howell makes the catch at the 35-yard line. So, for first down, that's really good yardage in a normal situation. They're dealing with a normal situation now. And they pick up 10 there. Templars have thrown for 80 yards. And now at the 36-yard line of Emery.
That at least gets him in a fourth down situation.
Yep, they can pick up 8 yards each thing here. Wright's looking. He could go. He's going to run. He way overthrew his receiver. Way overthrew Max Stevenson. He could have waited. Wright had a chance there, or he could have run. He had several options. And I think, he seems a little leery about running tonight because he, out of a punt situation last week, made one that was ill-advised. And a couple of times tonight, he could take off on the run and really got some big yardage.
The other thing we've seen him do good this year that is an improvement on the pass is he stepped up in the pocket on that play. He's done that a little bit better this year.
He really stepped up in the pocket on it. And that's probably why he had more arm on the ball than he'd expected, because he had Stevens open. He went over the top of shotgun set for Wright. Running back is Fowles. Fowles stays in, looking for somebody to block. And Wright's going to go long. Kicking it down long. Where's his receiver? Can't quite get to it. Max Stevens in the end zone. Well, that one was 55 yards in the air without any problem.
Yeah, he floated that up there, hoping Stevens would run under it. It took Stevens a little bit to look for it. If he would have stayed on a sprint, he would have been under it, but he didn't know where it was going to come down until...
Offensive line did a good job right there because, again, I was watching Fowles. He didn't have anybody to block. He's the blocking back to pick up anybody coming through. There was nobody for him. And again, Derek Wright, he had some room. Those last two plays, I know he's sticking with the book, but if he'd have run, they might have been in about first down territory now.
Set up for a punt now.
He's standing and going to come to the right-hand side. Going to try to put this one up and wrangle it to the right, and he angled it too much. He was trying to keep it away from return man. He did too good a job of that one. So Emery will take over here with 7:16 remaining in the second quarter. Manti on top, 22-0. Game presented in part by Cache Valley Bank and Manti Telephone Channel 3, Santee Valley Hospital, and Clean Cut Roofing, Barkley Mechanical. All some of our sponsors tonight. And so the defense takes over now at the 27-yard line. Well, they did not convert that one twice, really. Emery has dodged a bullet here tonight. When the Templars had grand opportunities another time or two, they did dodge it.
Yeah, in the pregame we were talking about Emery's defense giving up a lot, but the offense and their fumbles, even their special teams and fumbles have been what hurt them.
The 27, Quarterback looking to throw and the out pattern, and he threw that way wide. He didn't set really well. Quarterback didn't there. But he had to throw it to enter. His receiver was going to totally run out of territory. It was Bryce Dugmore that he was intending to get it to. So he did the play action. And he didn't snap up real quick out of that play action and plant that back foot to throw. So a hurried throw, too long, incomplete, second down. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 7:13 remaining right now. Emery Spartans will have the wide side of the field to the right. Most of the time it is the quarterback, Zach Jorgensen, a junior, that goes to the sideline and gets the play. Haven't seen him scramble much tonight.
Manti technically in a four-man front right now.
And first back coming to the right-hand side, gets into the secondary. And Emery's getting it done at the line of scrimmage. And right there they go for 10 yards. Got a Templar a little slow to get up. That's
Doug Shees. He was the one that made the tackle. I think he kind of hurt his hand or arm or something wrapping him up. And for him to make a tackle
that far
downfield means something did not go right defensively.
Yep. Yeah, because he's a defensive lineman, and linebackers got totally taken out of the play there at the 39-yard line after that 11-yard pickup for Emery. Wide side right motion, right, left, dive into the secondary. And again, they get it done at the line of scrimmage, breaking out of a tackle, back to across the grain and into Manti territory deep. They're just eating up Manti right now in the ground game. Tanner, concerned down there. They've really gotten a couple of big drives right here.
Yeah, this is reminding me a lot of the Pittsburgh Steelers game last night against New England. A lot of easy drives for the Steelers. Only concerns have been turnovers and penalties for the Spartans, but they're moving it pretty well right now.
10-20, 27-yard pickup. Timeout taken by Emery. We'll be back here in 1 minute.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife, a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
So the Emery Spartans at their own 34-yard line after that 27-yard run. First down. The Templars a little bit of lineup change. Timeout defensively. It was actually Manti taking the timeout. And they go to 5 front now. Get their lineup set. First and 10, Emery at the 34.
Rozier in.
And they go to the long count. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, the quarterback didn't move enough. I was going to say, he was kind of leaning to the right, took a step, I thought, right there, but that's a 5-yard mark off against Manti. That's the third time tonight they've been called on that, isn't it?
Oh, boy, in practice next week, they're sure going to hear about it.
I think at halftime they're going to hear about it. So Emery's gotten 15 yards and kept drives alive here. I think that's a bit of a long 5-yard mark off. Also 6 yards almost out of that.
Yeah,
the down markers edged up the field a little. I think the ball's pretty accurate at the 29. So from the 29 of Manti here for the Emery Spartans.
5-man punt, trying to plug it up a little.
They'll hand it off right-hand side. Manti and into the secondary again. And it's come from behind tackle made there by Jordan Howe. He's had a couple of them. Emery's getting that control of the line of scrimmage. Okay, you put personnel there. The other thing you have to do maybe is switch up the gap thing. And they run it almost always between guard and tackle, right-hand side here, Russ.
Yep, they're blowing a big hole every time. It's not a big surprise where they're going. They put Ryan Colback in for Manti, hopefully to plug that up.
So to the 15-yard line of the Manti Templars. He's motion right to left, trying to cut it back into the middle. That one gains about 4 or 5, but still defensive line yielding too much as they got almost 5 yards on that one to the 11-yard line.
Now, Emery is, we talked about them doing some stunts with their line where they pull them. Right now they're doing cross blocks. A little bit of a stunt, but it's not very far. Instead of blocking the person who's straight in front of you, you take the guy to the left, and somebody else switches around, does a cross behind you, and picks up your man.
So second down at about the 11-yard line for the Emery Spartans. Handed off to Ive again, the right-hand side, into the secondary, and did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown run from 11 yards out. Doing a good job of reaching in there. Turn this way so we can get a number there, buddy. That must be Austin Allred on that carry for the Emery Spartans. So an 11-yard touchdown run for Emery. I'm going to assume it's Allred. It's a single number. Again, they've got white, yellow numbers on a white uniform. Extra point attempt coming up here for Emery. Taking their time, placement's down, and the kick is up by Ashton Bielli. And it's good. So we're at 22-7 at 5:17 here in the second quarter. Back with the kickoff in a minute.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with the touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Come one, come all to Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone at 40 West Union Street in Manti. Come check out our all-new interactive demo room where you can see what products we offer and try some of them out for yourself. You can enter a drawing all week for great prizes. Make sure to come on Tuesday, September 15th for free hot dogs from 11 to 2. All of this and more at Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th to the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone.
Kickoff for the Emery Spartans, right to left here, south to north, a trail, 22-7 to Manti, 5:17 on the clock. Second period, a high short kick, good. Stevenson, it's a good to field at the 10, 15-20. Block to the outside, turning the corner at the 20, cuts back in and out, goes out at about the 27-yard line. One of the more up backs there kind of missed the block. That really could have sprung good for a bunch more, too, if they could have got that one in. So 5-minute drill for the Manti Templars here.
I don't know if that's regular for Manti's kickoff return team to have kind of a hands team up front. I'm going to have to pay attention to that this year. I don't know if they were expecting an onside kick or if that's their usual group.
End of first quarter, and ALA leading North Sevier 6-0 right here with 22-7. Got to get an official set and see what the Templars can do offensively. This Emery team's ready to level the field here. Handoff, left-hand side. Powell turns around the corner, left-hand side. Can't get up the field. Had to kind of keep booting that out and booting it out. Once he gets open field, he's lethal. But there, the little guy, little sophomore, was only able to get some inches at the most. Things just didn't open up. Right now, Emery Spartans winning the battle of the line.
Oh, yeah, they are. And Fouts there, he rounded the corner on 3 defenders, but the fourth one got him, the cornerback out on the far side.
Sophomore running back. Learning experience for him in his first start here. Sam Tiatia on the center, and right is up under center. Speed back right to left. Goes to the long count. There's 5 yards. So they turn the table on the Emery Spartans here and get the 5-yard penalty. Coming up on our post-game show, it'll be presented by Sunrise Engineering, serving clients in Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, and Arizona for over 30 years. I have the high school sports summary coming up tomorrow at about 7:25 on KMTI on our show there, so join us for that. Reminder also that we do have our Athlete of the Week, the Mid-Utah Radio Athlete of the Week. It can be a boy or a girl that gets nominated. Just send your nominations. Listeners, radio fans, etc., send them to sports@midutahradio.com. That's sports@midutahradio.com. Do that every week. Second and 5 now for Manti. Cross it, hand it, up the middle, Stevenson, and gets about 4 yards on that one. So it'll bring up a 3rd and short for Manti. After the penalty and then the 4-yard gain.
Let's see what kind of play call coach does here. First, there's going to be the hard count to try and draw them off sides. Probably dive up the middle to the right behind Chase again.
They're going under center for most of this series, all of this series so far. They've done it. Handoff, right-hand side, got the first down. Into the secondary, needs another block. Breaks out of that one. Braxton Good outside the 47-yard line. So he tacked on an extra 10 just for good measure. Gets an almost 12-yard gain for a first down.
Yeah, 10 yards after first contact with the defender. Good job by Braxton Good to keep that moving down the field after he'd already got the first down.
That opens things up a bit for Manti now at their own 47-yard line. Keeping things tight here. No receivers out. They've got that speed back or flanker to the right. And they're going conventional and fumble the football and covered up. Stretch, handoff, Mac Stevenson. There was a little too much separation. Mac was able to cover it up, but they lose about 2 yards on it. So those are costly on first down to get that. And just the separation was not quite right there. It was too much of a stretch.
Too much of a stretch. Kind of early in the year jitter kind of thing.
Wide side of the field to the left as Manti goes north to south. They're on the right hash. 2nd and 12. Hand it to the speed back. Try to turn the corner around the side. Does. Turns the corner and gets about 4 yards. Turned the corner with one more, and he was off to the races at Caden Stevenson. And teams who do not have good sideline-to-sideline pursuit get killed by the sweep. Emery's is not too bad. They've got some safeties and some cornerbacks that they're able to pursue pretty well.
They pursue pretty well, and they get through those blocks from the receivers out on the side.
4-yard gain. 3rd down at the 49.
They're expecting pass. They're dropping a little deeper now.
8 yards to go. Right in the pocket. Throws it across the middle. Incomplete. Not sure who he meant that one for. And both receivers had kind of held up in their pattern. But if they hadn't, they were going to almost run into each other. So.
And it passed them at about knee height.
Yeah, I'm not sure the layers were right there on those two patterns. You might have somebody was a little deeper layer in the pattern because they shouldn't have been at the same kind of level up the field. So incompletion.
Punt team in for Manti then.
4th down, Derek Wright to punt. Manti on top, 22-7 with 2:15 remaining, 2nd quarter. And their own side of the 50. And the punt. Much better, more effective on this one. Fielded at the 19. Return on the sideline. Back to the inside. We've got a tackle made at about the 37-yard line. Stevenson, who's been on a lot of action tonight, all over the place, over there to make the tackle. So Emery gets a decent return.
Dodson was there also to help on that tackle, but neither one of those two were the first ones to make it there. The ball carriers for Emery, they're pretty stout and pretty quick.
Okay, what will Emery do here with only 2 minutes remaining? Wanting to get another score to close out this half. And if I'm Manti, I'm protecting the deep stuff.
Back to a 4-man front. They've had 5 linemen in at the end of the last series.
So from the 38 for Emery to the Manti punt. Emery, short gun. Going to look for the pass. Incomplete. And again, I'm going to fault the receiver as much as I'm going to fault the quarterback. A little high, and the defender was there for the Templars. He had a shorter man wide open out in the flat. But I'm not sure that he checks down real well, this quarterback. We'll see. They might come back to that same play and go the shorter route. Because his underneath receiver was wide open. Stops the clock on the incompletion. The 38-yard line. Their own 38.
The receivers for Emery do have about a 4 to 6 inch height advantage over the corners for Manti.
He really whistled that ball. He had some mustard on it. So from the short gun, one running back trips to the right-hand side. They'll overload, bring it on the running back in a counter play. Back to the outside. Only one man can make the tackle. Derek Wright, and does mainly got the tackle made again. Pursuing was Doug Sheese all over the field.
You know,
long run.
I saw something in the film that I watched on Emery. It wasn't a guarantee, but the tackle and the guard on an opposite side, when they line up about 6 inches to a foot deep into their own backfield, they're going to pull. And on that one, it was a full-on trap with the guard and the tackle pulling to the right.
So about a 30-yard run. And to the Manti 32. Driven out of bounds, stopped the clock at 1:56. And nothing going here. Templars get good penetration at the line on a linebacker blitz. Had to change it up. You had that backer blitz, and then you've got Jack Gillette closing down. So a pickup of about 1.5 yards. We'll give him 2 in the books for that one. And Emery's rushed for nearly 150 yards. So timeout on the field with 1:48 on the clock, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sandy Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sandy Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or if you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time.
Well, it's a second down and 8.5 for the Emery Spartans after the timeout. The ball at the 31-yard line of Manti. Emery down by a couple of touchdowns here. Trying to get another score before halftime. And they'll run short gun again with the tailback. Bring motion, hand tailback, and he's not going anywhere. Another kind of interesting play calling. They run 2 just straight dives. It's been when they've been trapping and stuff and trying to go off the right side of the line. They had more success, and they get another 1-yard gain there. Maybe it's just a setup. I don't know.
Ryan Cole and Sheets there in the middle are doing a good job of plugging it up. You also see the backers for Manti coming up there quick. Number 22, Tanner Rasmussen, too.
30-yard line. And referee stepping in here. We got an equipment situation. Somebody's helmet not working quite right here for the Templars. Let him see if he can snap it here. He might have to come out of the ball game. Is it Stevenson?
He's on the other side of the red.
What'd you say, Tanner?
Caden Stevenson.
Yeah, it is Caden. And the helmet problem. Had a few of those tonight. So apparently the helmet is okay. It's just one snap drive or one snap good, and now it's okay, so he can stay on the field.
They take that a lot more seriously now.
Oh,
the last few years.
Yeah. No doubt. 3rd down and 8 for Emery. Big down here. Quarterback looking, gonna throw, and almost intercepted. A one-hand snag by Derek Wright. Couldn't bring it in, but boy, did he play that one like a center fielder. Tanner, he had perfect line of vision, didn't he?
He did, yeah. Derek Wright just needed both hands going in for that ball, and he would have snagged it.
Yeah, he couldn't, though. It was a little high for him. They knocked it down, and they tried to run a deep slant out there on the right-hand side.
It looked to me like it was going to end up behind the receiver anyway, but he was going to be open.
Well, they ran a hard slant out of that wide receiver. Now this time they're in tight here on the 4th down for Emery. 4th and 8. 30-yard line. And it try to sweep. Try to get around the corners. Stuck in. Holy smokes. That's a tackle in the broken field. I'm going to let Tanner bring that one to us because there's his buddy out there to make the tackle.
Jordan Howe, phenomenal pursuit, being able to go in and make the tackle. But something you love about Jordan Howe is just his motor, his energy. He never gives up on a play, and really did a good job coming from that outside linebacker spot to make the tackle.
Well, if you had the older brothers he had picking on you, wouldn't you have a motor too?
No doubt, no doubt. He's got a lot to live up to with that last name.
Yeah, he does. Did it right there. He's got a couple of big plays in this game. So Manti with a 1st and 10 at the 33 after Emery turns it on down. So their play calling became kind of interesting.
Manti slow to get the 11th player on the field.
We need a receiver out there. So Tanner Lefevre checks in. And Derek Wright to throw. Gonna throw it over. Almost had it to Howe. Just, and
fingertip.
How he's going, I should have had that one. He knows. He says, I'm the kind of receiver, I get both hands on it, I should catch that thing.
Yeah, he glanced it off his fingertips and it rolled out of bounds.
So Jordan, not real happy with himself there. Not the easiest catch in the world. And Wright had to throw it over and underneath defender. So he kind of had to pop it over the top. So second down, 56 seconds remaining. Templars, 2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line. Wright under center. Speed back motion right to left. Wright, a lot of pressure. Scoots out. Going to throw it long. And down the field. Can't quite get to it. Had to just throw it long and make sure it couldn't be picked off. Tanner Lefevre couldn't get to it. Templars, well, probably, you know, in a 40, I'm guessing Derek Wright might be the fastest guy out there. And he's throwing the ball, so they don't have receivers that can really run under it very much.
Brenton Thompson's been rotating in quite a bit as left tackle. He just came into the game again.
Well, there was heavy pressure there. I almost thought that was supposed to be a screen because, boy, there was four guys coming on a hard rush.
Yeah, Derek had to switch it up and try something different.
So third down call for Manti. Clock stopped on the incompletion at 49 seconds. Well, double-handed off. A little bit broken play. To the outside, though, turning the corner. Turning around the corner and getting about an 8-yard gain. That's Jordan Howe, I think, on the reverse. And it weren't 30, but it happened anyway. And they made it into a 4th down here and short.
And it does stop the clock, which, if you get the first down on this, then it's to your advantage. If not, you're giving the Emery Spartans a little bit of time on the clock on their side of the field.
It started again. He didn't go out of bounds. So, well, they stopped it. They started it. They stopped it. If he went out of bounds, you stop it. If he didn't, you let it roll here. So, it's a 4th and a yard. And Braxton Good coming in. Templars brought in 5 new players here. So, Braxton Good coming in late, but you got to think they don't have timeouts really to use here, and Derek Wright will maybe survey things, but I think Emery will try to fill all the lanes. Wright's going to punt it away. Not going to take anything chancy. High, short punt. Takes a nice Manti bounce inside the 30-yard line to about the 23-yard line. So from the 23, Manti's leading here at 22-7. Punted it away, and it'll be Emery to take over. 24 seconds on the clock at the 23. First half drawn to a close here. Zions Bank Manti, one of our sponsors, Gunnison Valley Hospital, Los Amigos, Rick Bartholomew Insurance, Snowcap Lane sponsoring that player of the game, Jones and DeMille Engineering. So wide side of the field to the right here for Emery. This is when I look more to a double safety, but the Templars, they're just dropping a middle linebacker to almost give it that double safety look. And that linebacker is pursuing on the run around the outside and then back to the inside. It's going to be a long run out to the 45, but the Templars are willing to give that up. From the 23 to the 46-yard line. They get a first down on it. A lot of time went off the clock as well. And the clock is running at 14 seconds. And it's handoff into the middle, and that's not much there. Just a 1 or 2 yard gain was all for Emery there. Apparently they did not want to throw the ball. Took a timeout. Emery took a timeout. Surprised they didn't take it on the last play. They take a timeout here. We'll come back here in 30 seconds.
An old friend was telling me he started jumping on a piece of equipment just to have something come off in his hand. That won't happen when you have Barclay Mechanical on your repair team. Equipment repair or fabrication, yep, Barclay Mechanical can do. Metal or mechanical repair or fabrication, yep, you guessed it, can do at Barclay Mechanical in Manti. Call Barclay Mechanical, 835-5084, or stop by 595 West 100 North in Manti. 835-5084, oh yeah, go get them, Manti Templars.
At halftime, Cedar City leading Juat 21-14. Here it's 22-7, and Tanner, Utah State are tied up at 7.
Chucky Keaton throwing a touchdown late in the first quarter for the Aggies to tie it up, and they forced Utah to a couple of punts recently as well, so the Aggie defense holding up against Travis Wilson.
Must be playing a lot better than they did last week. Second down, looking in the shotgun, some pressure coming through, going to launch it long, and that's the end of the half. Long throw, incomplete pass to close out the half for the Emery Spartans. Just throwing up their version of the alley-oop. And we go into halftime with Manti on top. 22-7. Manti homecoming here. And it's a 3-minute break, 3-minute timeout. Be back with our halftime show.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering with offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, American Fork, St. George, and Monticello. They're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals shaping the quality of life. So, wondering where to go after the game? How about Snowcap Lanes in Ephraim? Not only is the bowling great, but the food at Snowcap, one word, incredible! From the amazing line of mouth-watering burgers and sandwiches to the fabulous prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights. Then check Tuesday and Wednesdays as open bowling days. And now's the time to sign up for bowling leagues. There's openings for men, women, and mixed doubles. Hey, it's a great way to meet people and make new friends. The place for fun and food. The Snowcap Lanes on South Main and Ephraim.
This is Nate of Risk Managers in Ephraim. It's hard to believe that Risk Managers has been serving all of your insurance needs for over 60 years, and we will be here in the future to take care of your auto, home, business, farm, health, and life insurance. Check first with us for very competitive, affordable rates and great customer service. For a quote and more information, contact Nate, Mark, or Rick at Risk Managers, 110 North Main in Ephraim. Call 283-4685.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, high school football season. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to be the official sponsor of the Manti High Templars. But you don't have to be a Templar to be in good hands at Gunnison Valley Hospital. They've been treating local athletes for more than 75 years. Whether it's a routine visit or a sports-related injury, Gunnison Valley Hospital doctors and physicians are standing by to assist high school athletes throughout the region. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Are you ready for a fiesta? It's always fiesta time with Mexican food that you crave at Los Amigos. Try the Mexican steak or one of my favorites, their fajitas or chimichangas. They have smothered burritos and enchiladas, non-alcoholic drinks, and kids' meals. They use homemade flour tortillas, and every table gets chips and the secret salsa. And check out their Friday specials. It's fiesta time at Los Amigos, 3rd East and 700 South in Ephraim, right behind the movie theaters.
When you choose to bank at Zions, you get small-town customer service from the only local bank with a statewide network of branches. Enjoy convenient access to your cash from nearly 200 Zions ATMs throughout Utah and Idaho. At Zions Bank Stampede County locations, you can take advantage of a full range of checking and savings products for your family and your business. Plus, we have top-rated online banking services. At Zions Bank, we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The home of the Manti Templars.
Our halftime show here at KMTI with the Manti Templars leading 22-7. And they've already announced the royalty. I'm going to go to Tanner on this one. Emotional night, Tanner.
Yeah, obviously with Manti senior Kelsey Albee still in the hospital recovering from chemotherapy treatments. Templars have an extra reason to play tonight, and I think they're definitely showing it.
And Kelsey Albee was just named as?
Homecoming Queen.
Yep. So, and I don't know if Kelsey's able to watch this back there and where she's at, but our best to you. Great token here by this school. She was represented tonight by Mrs. Chittister here on the field in her absentia. So our congratulations there to all of the royalty. 22-7. Let's take a look at our scoring summary. But just going to say 3 turnovers for Hurt Emery in this ball game. Manti Templars got scoring at the 5:24 mark in the first period. Stevenson on a 1-yard run. 2-point conversion was good. They went up 8-0. And then Max Stevens scored with the 10:54 mark. Point after was good, and that was at 15-0 early in the second quarter. And then the fumble return by Jordan Howe, just 8:50 mark, so that was less than 2 minutes later. Point after was good, and it was 22-0 for Manti. They also almost had another one with Marshall Dotson picking up a fumble, just got shoestringed on that one, couldn't make it in the end zone. So the Templars, I know what's going on in the Emery locker room, Russ. Emery's saying, look, their defense scored on us. We made a lot of mistakes. We've got just as much yardage as they have. Let's go out and get it done in the second half. That's what Emery can do. Manti, maybe you're going to talk about some things, particularly in that defensive line and the defensive assignments.
Yeah, defensive line is, well, down in the trenches. Emery's really owning it. They're, if they want to run, they're doing it. Also, the defensive line for Manti has been jumping off sides. What is it, three times now?
Yeah, at least 3, yeah.
And that's really hurt him. You know, it's pretty equal on the rushes. You've got an average of 5 yards per rush for Manti, average of 6 for Emery. Manti's 3 of 11 on passing, 0-6 for Emery, but those 3 passes have really paid off with an 80-yard total.
Tanner, what's your feel there from the coaches heading into the locker room? They probably had some concerns, didn't they?
Absolutely. After a quick start, the Templars definitely not executing on a few crucial things. Like you said, jumping off sides, a couple critical third down conversions that they allowed Emery to get on that late drive. So, yeah, head coach Cole Meekum got to not be happy with some of the small little executional things that paid a big difference in that first half.
Yeah, and that second quarter in particular. So our score here at halftime, 22-7. We'll be back with more of our halftime show in 3 minutes.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centricom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centricom.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield. With over 60 years of service, call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with the touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Come one, come all to Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone at 40 West Union Street in Manti. Come check out our all-new interactive demo room where you can see what products we offer and try some of them out for yourself. You can enter a drawing all week for great prizes. Make sure to come on Tuesday, September 15th for free hot dogs from 11 to 2. All of this and more at Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone.
The pride of the Templars.
Manti High School tonight. Larry Masco, Russ Olson, Tanner Wilkinson with you. Tanner, when you get those stats, just go on ahead and let me know and butt in here, and we'll let you get those on the air for us.
We're ready to go.
Are you? Let's go to them then, and let's kind of look at some of those individual stats, too. You've got that. We don't have it here, Mike, so if you can look at those for us.
Yeah, Max Stevens leading the rushing attack early for Manti on 6 carries, has 39 yards. That incredible touchdown run as well. Jordan Howe leading the receiving action, 2 catches for 46 yards. On the Emery side, Austin Allred's leading them, 6 carries, 74 yards for him. He's really been that moving force for this Emery offense.
Did he go after a play or two? I thought one of their running backs went out. I thought it might have been Allred. I don't know.
I think he might have turned an ankle, but he was back in.
Okay,
so.
all righty.
Also, Braxton Good having a solid night, 3 carries, 11 yards. Caden Stevenson, 4 for 20. And Jordan Howe also a 10-yard rush. Doesn't get a whole lot of carries as a receiver, but had a good one there.
Okay, so that's what we got there in those individual stats from Tanner down on the field. Let's go to Russ Olson, take a look at our team totals up here.
Team totals for Manti to start with. We have a total of 85 yards rushing for Manti and 80 yards passing. Emery Spartans have marched down the field for 158 yards in 25 plays. They're averaging 6 yards per carry. They've attempted to pass 6 times. None of them have worked out for them. Number of plays for each team: 27 for Manti, 31 for Emery. Really close there, but Manti's only had 4 first downs that they've earned, and Emery has earned double that at 8. The turnovers also really have hurt Emery. There's 3 for them. Manti has not turned over the ball. They did fumble once, but they picked it up themselves.
Yeah. So there's a look at our stats here at our halftime program. Homecoming night for the Manti Templars. And they lead it 22-7. We'll come back, take a look at some scores when we come back here in 3 minutes.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sandy Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sandy Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time.
An old friend was telling me he started jumping on a piece of equipment just to have something come off in his hand. That won't happen when you have Barclay Mechanical on your repair team. Equipment repair or fabrication, yep, Barclay Mechanical can do. Metal or mechanical repair or fabrication, yep, you guessed it, can do at Barclay Mechanical in Manti. Call Barclay Mechanical, 835-5084, or stop by 595 West 100 North in Manti. 835-5084, oh yeah, go get them, Manti Templars.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering with offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, American Fork, St. George, and Monticello. They're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals shaping the quality of life. So, wondering where to go after the game? How about Snowcap Lanes in Ephraim? Not only is the bowling great, but the food at Snowcap, one word, incredible! From the amazing line of mouth-watering burgers and sandwiches to the fabulous prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights. Then check Tuesday and Wednesdays as open bowling days. And now's the time to sign up for bowling leagues. There's openings for men, women, and mixed doubles. Hey, it's a great way to meet people and make new friends. The place for fun and food. The Snowcap Lanes on South Main and Ephraim.
Rick Bartholomew here at Risk Managers Insurance in downtown Ephraim. Paying your insurance in these hard economic times is not a pleasant experience. For most, it can be a sacrifice. We at Risk Managers know how you feel and are dedicated to making the burden lighter. We are here to help take care of any insurance problem or question you may have. We represent many top-of-the-line insurance companies. Come in and see us at 110 North Main, or call Mark or Rick at Risk Managers, 283-4685.
You're listening to Manti High School Sports on
Back here at Manti High School, a great salute to law enforcement and fire departments in the area. Just a special night here. And lit up the M up on the hill. Got Lee Greenwood music as part of this one. And salutes to law enforcement, fire departments, those who, well, they give of their lives. And, you know, they're getting the short end of the stick sometimes right now in some things. And I'm a little nervous about where we're headed if we don't keep our law enforcement in sound. They are dealing with some real tough situations in big cities nowadays. It ain't no piece of cake, folks. So our congratulations to their efforts and our salute to them as well, along with what they're doing here at Manti High School for homecoming. Awesome. Awesome what they're doing here tonight. Let's go to the scoreboard. Russ can touch on some scores. Let's go to that red and blue kind of thing going on up there.
Yeah, we've got Utah State visiting Utah there in Salt Lake. Utah just scored again. They lead 14-7 with just under 4 minutes left in the second quarter. Also, we have in high school sports, Grand leads Gunnison 28-21 at the half. North Sanpete 28, Carbon 8 also at the half. ALA is running away with it 20-0 over North Sevier. And here for our game, Manti versus Emery, Manti leads 22-7 at the half.
35-0, Morgan leading Delta in that game at halftime. So Morgan flexing their muscle there. I kind of had my gauge finally on North Sevier. Just wasn't quite sure how good American leadership was. They might be one of the top 5 teams in 5A here. I'm not going to put them out of the books on this one. There's a lot of things to figure out in that 5A, especially after the top 3, but that's kind of where we go. 22-7 our score here at halftime. Manti leading Emery. Okay, second half, Russ. We've kind of alluded to it. Tanner talked about Coach not real happy with it. They got to tighten the cinch a little bit here defensively, especially in that front. You can't be giving up these 6- and 7-yard gains all the time.
Yeah, and first contact is about 3 to 5 yards down the field by Manti. You can't let that happen consistently, play after play. Emory doesn't have a very deep playbook. They've been going run up the middle. Same play, but it's working for them.
6-5. I'm just looking at some of my individual numbers here. 6-5, 6, 6, 12, 11, 27, 13, 5, 11, 30, 23. That 23 was a gimme. That was late in the game, but yeah, they're averaging a pretty good chunk of yardage there. About 6 yards per carry in this ball, over that. Almost to 7 yards per carry offensively.
There's 2 elements to that, too, because Emory's line is dominating, and their running game, their running backs, they do an excellent job of extending the play, and they hit hard, and they come running hard.
That defensive secondary and the linebacking core, and Doug Sheese tonight for the Templars. They're the tacklers. They're the ones that have been making the tackles, and Sheese is coming from a defensive line spot to do that. They don't come his side defensively, so then he glances off and gets downfield or upfield, however you want to look at it, to make some tackles. So just a few of our points of analysis from that first half of play. On our post-game show tonight, we'll be naming our player of the game. Snowcap Lane sponsors this. Our Manti Templars player of the game will get a hamburger prize and 2 games of bowling. Dine in on their delicious menu for lunch or dinner at Snowcap Lanes. A fun night of bowling and cap it off with that as well at Snowcap Lanes. We'll take a 2-minute break here, a 2-minute timeout, and then be back.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, high school football season. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to be the official sponsor of the Manti High Templars. But you don't have to be a Templar to be in good hands at Gunnison Valley Hospital. They've been treating local athletes for more than 75 years. Whether it's a routine visit or a sports-related injury, Gunnison Valley Hospital doctors and physicians are standing by to assist high school athletes throughout the region. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Are you ready for a fiesta? It's always fiesta time with Mexican food that you crave at Los Amigos. Try the Mexican steak or one of my favorites, their fajitas or chimichangas. They have smothered burritos and enchiladas, non-alcoholic drinks and kids meals. They use homemade flour tortillas and every table gets chips and the secret salsa. And check out their Friday specials. It's fiesta time at Los Amigos. 30th and 700 South in Ephraim, right behind the movie theaters.
Hi, my name is Grayson Fox, and I was able to follow my grandparents' footsteps and earn both an AS degree and a BS degree, all on the Snow College Richfield campus. Snow College Richfield campus is your hometown source for higher education. Earn an associate's degree and pursue a bachelor's degree from one of the university regional services, all on the Snow College Richfield campus. To learn more, visit snow.edu/Richfield or call one of our student success advisors at 1-800-748-4594.
Hi, I'm Mark Huntsman, Senior Vice President of Sunrise Engineering. I would like to thank all of our loyal clients and employees who have contributed to the success of our company. Sunrise Engineering has been recently recognized nationally in the top 500 engineering firms and as a recipient of the National Client Satisfaction Award 5 years in a row. We are presently expanding at Sunrise and are looking to add engineers, surveyors, and other support staff. To join our team, visit our website or call Sunrise Engineering at 800-560-6151.
The home of Manti High School sports.
Well, here at halftime, 22-7, our score with the Manti Templars leading the Emery Spartans. Emery has not made any appearance yet, and the referees are penalizing because they had a real long halftime as it was because of the homecoming. So the clock ran out, flag flew, and the penalty against, there they come now finally out of the locker room. Of course, I think it was a 5-yard mark off on the kickoff. So.
Yeah, and also state rule does require that the team gets a 3-minute minimum warm-up time. Manti's done with their warm-up off to their sideline, but this penalty will be marked off, but we'll still have 3 more minutes for Emery to do.
I think I might send my Templars out there and just have them do some easier warm-ups, just keep it going rather than being on the sideline. I think the referee, one referee is explaining the options here to the Manti coaches on this one. So here's Emery finally to come out on the field. Coming up tomorrow, 7:25 will be our high school sports wrap-up. Join us for all the recap of all of this week's summaries for you. And that will include some of the activity earlier in the week, some of our sports. And then just a couple of notes here, things that you can get involved in. We've got our U-Pick'em contest, high school and college Pick'em contest. Log on to midutahradio.com and click on the promotions tab there. You'll see the banner at the top. You can click on that. Pick who you think will win Central Utah High School football games each week and pick some college ones as well. Weekly winners will receive some gift certificates to local restaurants. End of season overall winner gets a brand new TV. And that's our Pick'em contest. So midutahradio.com, some fun things for you there. And also, Athlete of the Week. We will name our Athlete of the Week each week, as we've done so far this year, the week 4 now. It can be a boy or girl that gets nominated. Just send your nominations to sports@midutahradio.com. That's sports@midutahradio.com. Okay, warm-up going on. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Be back with kickoff.
Zions Bank wishes the Manti High School Templars a winning season this year. And as community bankers, employees at Zions Bank's 2 convenient locations in Manti and Ephraim share your common values. Commitment to family, hard work, and an appreciation for our pioneering heritage. They offer friendly personal banking services, a variety of products to meet your everyday needs, and local decision-making. Discover why at Zions Bank we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Want to make your HD TV even better? Centracom has the HD channels you want. Our HD DVR gives you total control of your experience. And we're always adding new channels to serve you better. Why settle for less? Get our full HD lineup, now with over 61 HD channels. Call or visit us online and get the best HD experience from Centracom.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield with over 60 years of service. Call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
This is Manti High School sports action on
Back at Manti High School with Larry Masco, Russell Olson, and Tanner Wilkinson on the field. And tonight's coverage of this Templar action, 22-7 as we get ready for second half play. I think they're explaining right now to the Emery Spartans the penalty that's marked off against them. And I was going to say, if it's not a 15-yarder, they ought to make it that. And so it is. Back to the 25-yard line. Because 5 yards, 15, that makes a difference in field position.
Yeah, this is going to make a big difference, I think, to the start of the second half. 15 yards is almost a guarantee that they cannot kick it into the end zone. This is going to be fielded, and Manti could get some good field position out of this.
Kicker is Ashton Deely for them. And he'll tee it up now at the 25. So Deely has it teed up there. The kickoff from Manti. Manti will go right to left on the return. Going to be fielded at the 27-yard line to the 35. Trying to outrun around the corner. Does. Breaks out a couple of tackles. Braxton good. Just keep feet going to the 37-yard line. And we've got a flag way deep here at around the 45.
Typically that is holding on the kick return team. That would be Manti.
That's way up front. That's inexcusable at that point, isn't it? If you're back where the return man is, I can understand it. When it's way up there.
It's going to cancel out the whole scenario there of Emery having the penalty.
That flag was at the 45 of Emery. This ball was being returned from the 25 of Manti. So they are going to basically lose what they did on the return. So that negates Emery's penalty, basically, field position scenario. So from the 27, I think coaches will look at that one on film. You got to get that corrected. There's no reason to get a hold up there.
It's actually kind of hard to. I used to play that position. You have people sprinting by the time they make the 10 yards to get to you.
So it's the 1st and 10 at the 27 for Manti. 22-7. Let's see what adjustments have been made and how it goes here in the third quarter. As they go to Stevenson, sweeping around the right-hand side. Got blockers out in front and cuts back inside. Pickup of about 7 or 8. Now, we talked about Lance Fowles, a sophomore, getting a starting assignment. And he's going to have some learning curve because half of the time he might be blocking. And you got to learn, who do I block? Who do I pick up? And some of that I think he's only going to learn by film. Right there, they got pretty good yardage on first down.
Yeah, Manti does have, in this day and age, an excellent resource in their scout film that they watch themselves and the other players of the other team.
2nd and 3 for Manti. Wide side is left near us. Motion will come to that side. Here comes that linebacker trying to make the behind tackle, and they have got to pick him up because he's coming 10 yards deep. Templars have either got to get to the corner quicker because he closes. Bryce Dugmore closes quickly.
Yeah, that's, I think, Austin Allred. That's the second time we saw that exact same scenario. Same amount of distance into the backfield, same ball carrier, same guy making the tackle.
So you either got to get ahead of it a little quicker, they got to get to that corner quicker, or they've got to have somebody pick him up on the block. Because if they do that, they've got big yardage. That's the difference between a loss of 1 and maybe a gain of 15 or 20. And they'll make the pitch to the outside, and then back to the inside. Max Stevens, and he squirts out of it there, and then gave up yardage. He was close to the first down, and then gave it up. He could have just, I think, dove down and gotten the first down. And instead, he's going to be shy by, well, they say only got about a half a yard pickup total out of that one.
Yeah, as he tried to spin out of the one tackle, the rule is if the tackler maintains contact, then it's as far as he's made it down the field. But since he broke free and then somebody else tackled him, he lost that 3-yard gain.
So they have to punt. It's a bad snap, taken back. And Derek Wright coming to the right-hand side, tackled down he goes into Templars. Not starting the second half in very good shape. Very poor snap. Wright didn't have a chance. He hurdled over one player. He really wanted to punt to try to get it out there, but he had no chance. It was going to get blocked. And so Emery's going to have excellent field position as Manti. That goes down as a rush for a loss of about 9 yards.
The snap didn't even make it halfway to Derek as the punter before it made contact with the ground and rolled to him. Luckily, it didn't roll in a funny way. It came to him, but he couldn't recover. Also, it takes longer for it to roll than for it to be snapped directly to him.
That's not a turnover, but it is more deadly than some turnovers there because they turn it over on downs deep in their own territory at the Manti 24 for the Emery Spartans. They'll reset. Emery will here from the sideline.
Tried to draw him offsides.
will recall the play, yes. From the sideline to the quarterback. Hand it, dive, and it's a pickup of a couple right up the middle. Nothing fancy about that, just a dive left for the Emery Spartans.
Jordan Howe, outside linebacker, collapsing in to make that tackle. If Jordan hadn't been there, it would have been another 4 yards before anybody would have got to him.
22-yard line, so pickup of almost 3 for Emery on that first down play. 4 down territory for him here in Manti territory. Wide side is to the right. They'll flex one receiver out there, good in the coverage. Quarterback hands it on the slant right, and pick up of a couple of yards there to about the 20-yard line, 19.5. Big rugby scrum there as they just pile things up down in the trenches. Michael Alder kind of clogged it up there, so a pickup of about 2 yards, 3rd and long 5 for Emery. 4 down territory for them, Holt.
And they like to run to that right side of their line.
8:52, the clock running here in the second quarter. The Templars really threw a shoe in that first series of theirs. A lot of miscues. Emery taking a lot of time in the huddle. Shotgun, short gun, handed on the dive, trying to come to the right-hand side, and driven back. Stayed in the grasp of tackles. I think he's going to have enough for the first down by about a half a yard to spare. He got to the 13, needed the 14. So give him 6 and the first down, and still Emery showing that at the line of scrimmage, they're winning the battle there right now.
And it's, again, to the right side, right behind their tackle. And Manti's given up 2-3 yards on contact at the line of scrimmage.
Now, they usually keep a wing back there, but he comes in motion. And then they'll flip-flop receivers around. They bring another wing back. They just traded places with their wings or slots. Bring the wing back in motion, hand it off, and he's got some room and then close down quickly. But again, that was a big hole to start with. And you know, they're not really, it's kind of initial read. It is not a secondary read. The hole is just there on the slant, so he gets almost 4 on first down.
That hole was 4 yards wide. He had plenty of room to run up the middle there. Easy 4 yards for him.
So second down and 6. And Manti's running a 5-man front a lot here. Defensively. Linebackers having to make tackles. And even with that 5-man front, the 2 ends are way out on this. And they'll counter it again, back from right to left. Pickup of about 4 yards. That's from the wing back right to left on the past couple of plays. So give him 2.5, third down, and 4 for Emery. We're at the Manti 7-yard line. Brings motion left to right, and he's going to have to reset. Trying to use that little step thing to, and the duck to throw the Manti Templars off. And then resets again. And hand it to left to right this time, and trying to surge forward. Gets it inside the 5. Going to be just shy of the first down, I think. 4th and real short here after the pickup of almost 4 there.
Michael Alder, the first one to make contact and really to dominate on that tackle, but it's still good yardage for Emery.
So I would think they just stay with the base plays they're working. And if they try to do something else here and it ends up, try to go sweeps, and it doesn't work, it's going to be their own fault because everything's working right now between the tackles. It's that double wing set with a tailback, and Emery takes a timeout. We'll do likewise and be back in 1 minute.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with the touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Well, after the timeout, by the way, we're tied up. Utah State, BYU at Utah at 14. And it's 4th and almost a yard for the Emery Spartans inside the Manti 5. Short gun for the quarterback, which they've usually run. Brings motion, clears, nothing happening there. Bringing back, set him again. Sets again. Sets, clears, handoff, right-hand side, slipped and went down. Slipped and went down. Tried to cut it too tight. Now, if I was Manti's defensive lineman, I would have thought there they would have slanted even more. In other words, you tell your tackles, because you had a timeout to talk to him. You tell them, look, you're slamming in almost like you're trying to hit the center. And the Templars did it. It clogged it up a little bit. And the running back had a place to go to cut it outside, but he tried to plant. His feet went out from under him, and they turned it over on down. Sometimes, you know, timeouts work. Sometimes you start, I think, second-guessing yourself, and it backfires.
Well, and as I was watching the refs mark the ball from opposite sides of the field, the close side of the field ref is the one that saw the knee slip and hit first.
Yeah.
He gave him a half yard less than the far side, but either one wouldn't have given him the first down.
So Manti will start here at their own 4-yard line. Cannot afford the miscues like they did in that first series. They've got to execute. Hand it off, dive to the right-hand side. There is execution. And there's Fowlsy going. It's a confidence-building run for him. Quick opener. Templars said they went quick behind Sheese, and they got a nice first down run out to the 18-yard line.
Nice job by Fowles, of course, with Sheese out there blocking. Also, I think Alder is the guard out on, no, Ben T.A.T. is the guard out on that side. Gave him 3 yards, and then Fowles made up the rest.
Handed on a quick hitter again to the right-hand side. There goes Fowles out inside and rambles to the 25-yard line. So a 6-yard run for him right there. Boy, you like to see. He's a sophomore. He needs experience is what he needs. Everything else is there. He just needs a chance to touch that ball and make some headway.
Yeah, he kept that play going with one person trying to tackle him until another defender came over to finally push him down.
Manti's gone over 100 yards in rushing. They get a little elbow room here. They lead 22-7, 5-minute mark, third period. Emery has been a dogfight. Emery's had the control of the line of scrimmage. Handoff and left to right into the secondary. He is gone, folks. Whoop-a-booby. Caden Stevenson, touchdown. I don't see any yellow, and he is gone. Emery really clogged the line. I think they thought, well, they knew what was coming. Their safety bit up, and it was gone, gone, gone.
The safety has been biting hard all night, but he's been right when he's done it. That time, it even threw me for a loop as Stevenson cut up field on the right-hand side, even though he was cutting, he came in motion from the right-hand side.
And you know what? Fowles' run set that up, because Fowles did what he did twice. The defense caught leaning and cheating up, and Stevenson, they basically counter. They counter with him, and the Templars get a much more crisp second series in the half. And little amigo, Ivan Garcia puts the extra point through. 29-7, Manti the lead. Back in a minute.
Come one, come all to Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone at 40 West Union Street in Manti. Come check out our all-new interactive demo room where you can see what products we offer and try some of them out for yourself. You can enter a drawing all week for great prizes. Make sure to come on Tuesday, September 15th for free hot dogs from 11 to 2. All of this and more at Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th to the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Kickoff for the Manti Templars, right to left after they put their 29th point on the board. And trying to get this one in the seam, fielded at the 15, and a wedge right up the middle. And tackle finally made out around the 37-yard line. A lot of push and push and push. And not a lot of headway once he got to the 38. They're going to mark him just almost to the 39 for forward progress for the Emery Spartans.
I'm really impressed by all of the running backs for Emery Spartans because, boy, they hit hard and they don't give up. They keep those legs churning, and they add 5 to 10 yards when they do.
Got a junior quarterback. One of the running backs, Bielli, is a junior. The other two are seniors. One of their primary backup running backs, also a junior. So that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line for the Emery Spartans.
You see that line's lined up back on the left-hand side. It's either a pass or they're pulling.
It's a pass. Looking to throw, looking to the outside. And the receiver, well, he misfired. I don't know how else to say it. He had a receiver open. And now the Manti Templars, they're looking at what was their confusion in the coverage. And they'll better get that ironed out. They dodged the bullet because that was going for a touchdown if that pass would have been on the money. I don't know, Tanner, was it tipped at all or anything down there, you think?
I'm not sure. Really wobbly ball heading to the outside. I don't know if he just didn't get his feet set right or what the situation was, but definitely not a tip.
Alrighty.
I was thinking that the route was supposed to be a little bit short, and the receiver saw the wide open space, went downfield.
Might have done.
And the quarterback didn't notice and went to the same spot that he thought that the receiver was supposed to be in for that play.
He'd have some wobble to it, though. Handing it off, trying to sweep. Turned into the outside, and then the pursuit comes down. Still gets it turned around the corner, but the outside containment did their job there. It's just that the field did not. And Tanner has Brant Stevens right down there with him. Brant plays safety. What was his thought on that pass to the outside side? Is that supposed to be a safety coverage?
Yeah, Brett. Is that supposed to be a safety coverage on that outside play?
No. The corner's supposed to wedge him in and run upfield.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Okay. All right. Especially in that single safety set, which Manti often runs. They do some double safety. They did against Carver quite a bit. And Juan Diego. First down at the 50-yard line. And you know what? I just saw a chop block right in the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Did you see that one, Tanner?
Absolutely, yeah. Douglas Sheese going down. Douglas would have had him if it wasn't for that block. Bad missed call by the official.
Yeah.
They could only chop block on the initial drive on the line of scrimmage. After the ball's been snapped, a second or two later, you can't do that.
And it came from the side, too. Okay, 6-yard gain on that one for the Emery Spartans. Handoff right to left, back into the middle, and back into the linebacking core as they just tear away that Manti defensive front. So the first down pickup, and again you got Jordan Howe and all those guys, Stevenson making the tackles in the secondary. Pickup there of 7 for the first down.
Austin Allred on the carry. You know, there's a lot of arm tackling that I'm seeing from Manti. They're not hitting hard and wrapping up. They're just grabbing a hold of them and getting drugged down the field. Although Manti's still leading, so.
37-yard line of Manti for the Emery Spartans. Wide side of the field to the left. Short gun. Hand it to counter. Right to left. Into the secondary. Dances out of that one. And chasing back into the middle. And finally, they get him down around the 15-yard line. After 3 quarters, Cedar City 21, Juab 20.
The offensive line, you could see that again. The right-hand side lined up a foot behind. It's either going to be a pass block or they're pulling. Now, they can actually get a penalty for that in high school if those linemen aren't up tighter. They allow that a little bit more in NFL and college, but
I guess they're allowing it tonight, too. 15-yard line after the 22-yard gain. Emery got a big yardage handoff dive up the middle, spinning out of it. Getting down to the 10-yard line, so a gain there of about 5 for the Spartans late in the third period here. 2:50 remaining. Manti leading at 29-7. See if the defense can come up with a little miracle here for the Templars. From the 15, Emery right between the hashes. After that 4-yard gain there. And they'll hand it, inside handoff. A lot of those have been, most of them all been inside handoffs. Quarterback just reaching out, handing to the wing back coming around. Picked up of about 5 yards on that one.
Manti's defensive line are not really getting blown backwards. They're getting pushed sideways, and the gaps are opening up.
Emery approaching a couple hundred yards here in rushing. And inside again, they go down to about the 2-yard line from the 5. The pickup of 3. They do over 200 yards here. Emery just doing it on the ground. Now we'll have first and goal at the 1-yard line, trying to answer the Manti score and get to within 2 touchdowns here for the Emery Spartans. It's been the wings handling most of the time. The tailback really hasn't had the ball that much.
The linemen are back again.
And it's same thing, come left-hand side, touchdown. And a 2-yard gain for the TD. That was the wing back right coming left. Can't read their numbers. I don't know who to give credit to on that one. So they'll go for the extra point attempt here. Try to get it within 15 points on the scoreboard at 1:42 in the 3rd period. This drive for Emery started at their own 39-yard line. So a 61-yard drive. Placement kick. Looks sweet. And it is. So it's 29-14. Emery trailing the Manti Templars back in a minute.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time.
An old friend was telling me he's tired of jumping on a piece of equipment just to have something come off in his hand. That won't happen when you have Barclay Mechanical on your repair team. Equipment repair or fabrication, yep, Barclay Mechanical can do. Metal and mechanical repair or fabrication, yep, you guessed it, can do at Barclay Mechanical in Manti. Call Barclay Mechanical, 835-5084, or stop by 595 West 100 North in Manti. 835-5084, oh yeah, go get them, Manti Templars.
Kickoff foul for the Emery Spartans late in this 3rd period. And they're a team that can put points on the board, and they average a lot more than what they've got, actually, and they've probably shot themselves in the foot sometimes. And the Manti Templars pick up the ball to 20 and then go out of bounds. That's as good as an onside kick. You've got to cover that thing up. Kind of drop that right down in between the return people. Derek Wright came over and finally picked it up and then was smart to head out of bounds. He didn't want to take a nasty hit there. Well, he's your quarterback. So they'll start at the 24-yard line.
Well, I'm seeing some hard hitting between both teams here. The lead block on that for Manti, a little bit slow to get up, and the guy that he hit on Emery's team, he was slow to get up too.
Yeah, so the lead block was the one who was going to think about picking it up, and he got hammered. And he wasn't in the process of picking it up, so there couldn't be any interference call. So Manti first and 10, 24-yard line, wide side to the right. Good goes in motion. And it's to counter it. They come back across the middle. And again into the secondary. And he may be gone. Mac Stevens. A Mac attack, and the Templars striking with the big plays. Adios. A 76-yard touchdown run. Mac Stevens. Same basic play, same hole behind Doug Sheese. I don't know where the safety is, but he's gone. He has not been there for Emery the last couple of plays.
Yep, right up behind Ben Tiatia and Doug Sheese, and there we go. First down on the drive and touchdown.
That brings Illinois
Well, there. Emery's come back with a touchdown, evaporated real quick. And Ivan Garcia into attempt the extra point placement. And the kick. And it's good. You know what? For a freshman, this kid's... All you can get bigger and stronger, doesn't he? I mean, this is in the Carlo mold right there. Carlo's younger brother. And this kid, he gets to a camp or two, work on a little more technique, get some more strength, and he's a dandy. We'll be back here in 30 seconds with our kickoff.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering with offices in Ridgefield, Roosevelt, Price, Manti, American Fork, St. George, and Monticello. They're committed to providing their clients with civil and structural engineering, construction management, funding procurement, surveys and GIS mapping, and material testing. They use state-of-the-art equipment to help you meet your budgets and deadlines. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals shaping the quality of life.
You get a little trap block, and you spring your running back through, and the safety's gone who knows where. And it's off to the races. 75-yard run touchdown, 76-yard run touchdown, Manti, their last 2 plays. Points on the board with the big, long runs. Here's Yvonne down along the ground with this one, fielded in the air at the 35. Oh, and he got undercut right out at the 41. Splish, bash, mishmash.
Tanner Lefevre coming and making a big hit on that.
Delta Rabbit transfer this year here to Manti. He got a lick in there. Put a rabbit hop into that guy on the return.
On those kicks, on the kickoff, I really like what I see out of Garcia on the extra points. He's got his technique. He's got it down the middle every time. I think he's trying to kick it harder than he can on these kickoffs, and that's where he's inconsistent.
It'll come.
It'll come.
From the 41-yard line, Emery, quarterback looking to throw. Where's he going to try to screen it out to the right flat? And they'll run it right up the gut against that, spinning to the outside, brought down after pickup of about 11. Well, for all the play that was designed, it came right back into the teeth of Michael Alder, the defensive lineman, makes the tackle after about 11-yard gain. And sometimes if you're a guy on a screen pass, just get out the field. Don't try to reverse field.
Oh, yeah, that was an excellent textbook screen pass by Emery. The line held for 2 seconds. Quarterback's dropping back. All of a sudden, Manti, they release, let Manti's line through. All of them are chasing the quarterback and wide open for the pass.
Tanner Rasmussen kind of turned it in, and they'll go dive play right up the middle. And again, they've got 11-yard gain on the pass, and now a rush for about 7 on first down call. Thing is that the clock is kind of the adversary now for the Emery Spartans.
That's one of the disadvantages of being strong in the run mainly and not so much in the pass. That's the first pass they completed all night, I believe.
Rasmussen out. Linebacker Caden Stevenson back in for Manti. And they bring the linebacker blitz. And the running back into the secondary and on the run. And he's going to put points on the board. Well, the Templars got caught in the linebacker blitz. And Bryce Dugmore made him pay for it. So they score quick, was it? What was that, Tanner?
Derek Wright tried going for his legs and just missed him.
Yeah, he did. And but they brought a linebacker blitz, and he ran right with that blitz. He ran right past the blitz, and they put the points on the board.
And that's the same hole they're going to 90% of the time.
That was, what, about a 43-yard run, a touchdown, in that vicinity anyway.
She's still counting it up. 43-yard run.
Yeah, for the touchdown by Dugmore. At least I think so. He was the only double-digit running back that we usually see, so that's why I'm going with that. And the point after is up, a high looper that's good. So we've got a lot of scoring here in the past minute and a half, 36-21, as Emery's back to within a couple of touchdowns. We'll be back with kickoff in a minute.
So, wondering where to go after the game? How about Snowcap Lanes in Ephraim? Not only is the bowling great, but the food at Snowcap, one word, incredible! From the amazing line of mouth-watering burgers and sandwiches to the fabulous prime rib on Friday and Saturday nights. Then check Tuesday and Wednesdays as open bowling days. And now's the time to sign up for bowling leagues. There's openings for men, women, and mixed doubles. Hey, it's a great way to meet people and make new friends. The place for fun and food. The Snowcap Lanes on South Main in Ephraim.
Rick Bartholomew here at Risk Managers Insurance in downtown Ephraim. Paying your insurance in these hard economic times is not a pleasant experience. For most, it can be a sacrifice. We at Risk Managers know how you feel and are dedicated to making the burden lighter. We are here to help take care of any insurance problem or question you may have. We represent many top-of-the-line insurance companies. Come in and see us at 110 North Main, or call Mark or Rick at Risk Managers 283-4685.
Manti Templars return, 20, 25, got a block. 35, 40-yard line, still on his feet. Good, inside Emery territory. So a nice return, a clean one. I don't see any flags. And perfect timing on the block. Russ, did you pick up who made the block?
I did, because I was looking at something else that was going on. It started to look like that same play where the safeties come up and tackle good in the backfield when the offense is running. And two Emery players, the one that was going to get the tackle, he got cut off by one of his own players, and they both ended up in a pile. Otherwise, they would have tackled him back at the 30.
So Manti at the Emery 48-yard line after the nice return by Good. Set it up nicely. Speed back. No, going to counter it. They'll go to Mac Stevens. Oh, Mac, come on, plant that foot and cut back. And that's the end of the quarter. Picked up of about 2.5. End of 3 periods of play. Manti 36, Emery 21. We'll be back in a minute.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, high school football season. And this year, Gunnison Valley Hospital is pleased to be the official sponsor of the Manti High Templars. But you don't have to be a Templar to be in good hands at Gunnison Valley Hospital. They've been treating local athletes for more than 75 years. Whether it's a routine visit or a sports-related injury, Gunnison Valley Hospital doctors and physicians are standing by to assist high school athletes throughout the region. Cutting-edge technology, hometown convenience. That's Gunnison Valley Hospital.
Are you ready for a fiesta? It's always fiesta time with Mexican food that you crave at Los Amigos. Try the Mexican steak or one of my favorites, their fajitas or chimichangas. They have smothered burritos and enchiladas, non-alcoholic drinks, and kids' meals. They use homemade flour tortillas, and every table gets chips and the secret salsa. And check out their Friday specials. It's fiesta time at Los Amigos, 30th and 700 South and Ephraim, right behind the movie theaters.
Second down and 7 for Manti after a 3-yard gain on first down, and we go into the fourth quarter of play now. Manti in Emery territory at the 45. Speed back. And Derek Wright rolling to the left. Some pressure. Going to turn the corner, and Derek Wright's on the run. 40. 35 goes out of bounds. Gets the first down. Boy, he had to really get out of that pursuit there and made him pay. And that one was either a broken play or a designed quarterback keeper.
You know, every game, I think teams get surprised. Derek has been, it happens in a lot of games, but this one in particular, I think somebody's had him by the ankles in the backfield about 5 or 6 times. And he just slips out of it and turns upfield for it.
Got the first down. Manti at the 36-yard line of Emery. Up under center. Handed off. Running back. Right-hand side. Dives forward. This is what if Manti can grind out 4 and 5 yards, you get some time off the clock, you kind of finally get momentum. The momentum's just shifting every other play here the way it's been. But now if you start getting a little momentum, start sending a message that you can move the ball. And you get almost a 6-yard gain there. Other scores, end of 3, Morgan 42, Delta 6. And end of 3, North St. Pete clobbering Carbon 49-8. Second down and short 5 for Manti. Between the hashes, going left to right. And it's blown dead. Handoff is going to go to Braxton Good. So they blew the whistle just about the time the play was unfolding. Procedure on Manti. The way he was kind of pointing down there, it's just somebody lined up.
Yeah, he was letting the player know what he did wrong. And the Manti player, you could see by his reaction, body language-wise, that it was him, and he was frustrated because lost all that good yardage that game.
So it's second down and 9 now for Manti.
Watch for the sweep to the outside, but it hasn't worked as well tonight as much as the dive has.
This Emery team, I don't think they can compete with Juan Diego and Morgan, but they'll be competitive. Handoff outside, trying to reverse it, and Good's going to go down. Lost. Now, see, you got a second and long, so Emery's going to send everything but the kitchen sink. And Manti doesn't run a draw very often. In fact, I don't know if they even practice it, so they probably wouldn't know how to block it. But that's a perfect setup for a draw play there. Or counter it. But you never know which side to counter on. That time, Emery brought the house on the near side, and it's a loss of 2.
Yeah, big penetration there by the backers and the line by Emery.
And I fully expect them to do the same thing again. They're trying to claw back into this ball game. And they'll do some risk-taking. And the Templars are tightening up the wing back right-hand side. And they'll cut it back up the field and skirting down and getting close to the 30-yard line. So here's 4th down and 4. It's out of field goal range. And Manti at about the 31-yard line. And they changed things up just a little bit right there in the blocking scheme to get that 7, almost 8-yard gain. So 4th down and 4 at the 31-yard line.
I've always been impressed this night by Emery's outside pursuit because everything's so tight when the receivers aren't lining up wide. There's wide sides to the field, and they're covering it really well.
The Templars are setting the same blocking scheme up. Oh.
Tried to draw him off.
Tried to go the long count, and the Templars stepped across. Tight end right side. 5-yard mark off now, 4th and longer. This might change the dynamics a little here.
Still going to go for it. They're not switching out to the punt team.
4th and 9 now at the 36-yard line. And timeout by Manti. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Zions Bank wishes the Manti High School Templars a winning season this year. And as community bankers, employees at Zions Bank's 2 convenient locations in Manti and Ephraim share your common values. Commitment to family, hard work, and an appreciation for our pioneering heritage. They offer friendly personal banking services, a variety of products to meet your everyday needs, and local decision-making. Discover why at Zions Bank we haven't forgotten who keeps us in business. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back here, Larry Maskell, Russ Olson, and Tanner Wilkinson. Let's go to Tanner's sideline motion. The field. What's the field right down there right now?
Pretty interesting, guys. A lot of solemn, quiet faces on the Templar sideline. They had this game early on. If you think about it, you take away a couple of those turnovers from Emery. Emery might even have the lead at this point, considering a few of those turnovers that they Manti caused early on in the game. So Manti definitely got to punch it down the gut and seal the victory here in this 4th quarter.
Boy, there's a lot of difference between a 4th and 4 and a 4th and 9.
Penalties have been huge in this game for both teams.
Templars will flex receivers out. I'm thinking this is more a throw it down. And they're running up under center. It's not shotgun, so for Derek Wright up under center. But Emery's put a lot of pressure on him tonight. He's going to step in the pocket. There comes the blitz. Going to throw it long. Has it up in the air for grabs. Incomplete. Good coverage. And Derek just did not have really the time to be able to plant and throw that like he would have, and he got hit pretty hard. You got to pick up the blitz, guys. That was not that hard of a blitz, Tanner, for him to pick up there.
No, it's not. And in turn, Derek's holding his wrist. You hope he can continue on out there, and it looks like he might sub out.
His freshman year, he did break his wrist and miss most of the football season.
It's looking like he's holding his throwing wrist.
Okay.
He's not one to come out, too, when he's hurt.
So
he'll try and play through.
And a jammed thumb can do you just as much damage as a hurt wrist. So on downs, Emery takes over at the 35-yard line. Quarterback looking to throw, looking for the home run ball down the sideline. And he's caught. He's got it. And he's going to go for a touchdown. And Emery is right back into this ball game that quickly. That was just a throw it up for grabs. Good, played the ball pretty well. It's just he got a receiver that's a lot taller than him.
That's one of the disadvantages Manti has had is in the height, but their cornerbacks tend to do pretty good. That was an excellent throw by Emery quarterback, and not a lot you could do.
So they score quickly here in the 4th quarter and try to get to within. We'll see if they'll keep going for 1 or if they finally make a decision here to go for 2. They're going to save that for the end. 9 minutes remaining. And they have a chance to pull this to within 8 points on the long home run strike they finally connect on. Kind of an up for grabs. Good turned on it. He did turning at the right time. Just kind of got over his head, and the receiver was tall enough to be able to reach up and snag that away from him. And he missed it.
Wide left.
Oh, wide left on the extra point attempt from Ashton Dielli. That is a critical thing right now. That's a 9-point difference. We'll be back with kickoff in a minute.
In times like these, a small business has to work smart to make it. Centracom can help. We've got the business class services you need for less. With the fastest small business internet speeds available today, the reliability of 24-hour network monitoring and superior tech support, and our commitment to grow when you do with scalability that's both fast and flexible on our own fiber optic network. Make the smart choice. Call or visit Centracom.com today.
Providing full title service in the area for over 60 years now. D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield has been serving the area since 1946. Merrill Ogden and his qualified staff can handle all document preparation, title searches, and title insurance. When your financial transactions require title work, request D-Land Title of Manti or Richfield with over 60 years of service. Call or visit D-Land Title for a no-obligation consultation on your title work. That's D-Land Title of Manti and Richfield.
Kickoff for the Emery Spartans. Missed the extra point. They are still down 2 scores then. And this ball is fielded at the 15. Kind of a rough one to pick up. Good. They're outside at the 20. Turns the corner, 25. Gets a nice block at the 30. And out to the 37-yard line.
Tanner Lefevre with an awesome block. Wow. Great hit.
He took out 2 people, didn't he?
Yeah. He might have even taken out 3. It happened right in front of me. Happened pretty quick, but great block.
They didn't see him coming. The one player, because he didn't see him, started looking at the ref like, hey, where's the flag?
He got down in front of him.
But Lefevre got his helmet in front of the player, which makes it so a totally legal block.
From the 36-yard line, right hash, Manti. Had some struggles tonight. Offensively, they've had big plays. This is a critical series of downs here with just under 9 minutes remaining. Got to run some time off the clock, get some first downs here in the space of this one, cut back up the middle, and, well, they get a first down there real quick.
Stevenson.
And then you got to hold on to the ball and make sure you do that. Stevenson runs for about 13 yards on a first down. So he gets it clear to the 48-yard line. Templars having a little more success if they get to the corner at the right time, and Tanner's been watching that. If you get there ahead of that linebacker, then you've got yardage. And you've got to get there quickly at that first corner. There's kind of really 2 corners out there, but you get to that first layer, that first corner, and get that turned up the field. Really helps you out.
You don't mess with Caden Stevenson when he turns that corner either. This kid's got speed.
And they'll hand it off right-hand side on a counter. Max Stevens fights hard behind the line of scrimmage and then got up for a pickup of about 4 or 5. Now, what Emery is doing right now is some real hard horizontal pushes. Leaves them susceptible to a few things. We'll see if Manti comes to counter that.
Stevens being awful patient on that one, too. As he approached the line, it wasn't there, but he saw that he still had blockers between him and the defense. He stutter stepped, wait for it to develop, and it turned into about 6 yards.
So second short 5 for Manti in Emery territory at the 47. They'll hand it off right side and into a host of Emery Spartans there. So good trying to figure out whether to go inside or outside. And he came right in because the outsides worked so well. But he ran right into the teeth of the defense there, so he only got about a half a yard.
I'd like to see him throw in fouls again because the good yardage he makes, again, the advantage him and his brothers have had as running back is the height. They're so much shorter, but still have that strength and the speed. It's hard for the defense to read and see where he is.
3rd down and 4 for Manti. Speed back clears. They'll give it to the speed back. Fouls out the lead, puts a block in, and that means first down. Well, Fouls, he got his job done there, along with the pulling lineman, which I think in that case was Sheese. He was out in front of it, and they got the first down. Keeps the clock rolling and puts the ball at the 40-yard line. Oh, how much pickup of yardage was that one? I kind of didn't get my starting point on that one.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards for the first down. Templars a couple of first downs. Have the ball at the Emery 40.5-yard line. Manti's gone over 300 yards in rushing. More than Emery, believe it or not. Counter it. Right-hand side. Lots of room to the outside. Oh, what a block. Bingo, down he goes, and it is touchdown. Max the knife. Stevens gets that one in. A 40-yard run, and I think that block was that Sheese that laid that block in there? Tanner might have a better angle on that. It was either him or Ben Tiatia. One of them was out in front, and he put a block on it. Just sent a guy spinning.
Manti kind of switching up the type of plays that they're running by pulling those linemen. They have been doing that in the first half. Of course, that's typical of Manti. First half and second half, the start of the play looks the same, but then they get them used to something, and then they switch it up.
There's placement, hesitation. Kick is up, and no good.
Extra point is no good.
We got a flag.
I think because of the timing of him approaching the ball.
Have a rough a kicker?
Yeah, I think that the defense had a hard time reading what he was doing because the snap wasn't that good. The placement was slow. The kicker stepped towards it, stepped back, came forward, and did a light kick. And because of the way he was standing, it didn't seem like that much of a follow-through for him. So
Yeah.
I'm expecting roughing the kicker, running into the kicker.
And you know what? No matter what comes out of this, good experience for a freshman kicker to have had that scenario. And you just, some experiences are just invaluable, even if they didn't quite work right. Now Manti's probably going to go for 2.
Bring in the offense.
Yeah, bringing in the offense, including Fowlsy here. They lead 42-27. And try to go for 2 here with 6:41 remaining. So
Stevenson in also.
Lance Fowles and Caden Stevenson in. Max Stevens, the one that scored on that 40-yard touchdown run. And we were talking earlier this morning when we did a show that Manti be in the 40s, thought they would be, and they are. They're there. Emery just can't stop Manti's big plays. Right under center. Hands it right-hand side, and in for the 2-point conversion. Had to work, struggle for it, but Caden Stevenson did a nice spin move off of it to get in, and Manti goes up here. Now, 44-27, back in a minute.
You've heard for years that Gunnison Market is your hometown grocer. Now Gunnison Market offers you a hometown pharmacist. Come experience friendly hometown service from Sean Sorensen at Gunnison Market Pharmacy. Sean grew up in Gunnison and offers competitive prices, expert advice, and convenient hours, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturdays. Explore the loyalty card benefits, which gives you a free gift card for every 10 prescriptions filled. Call 528-7555 or visit Gunnison Market Pharmacy.
As temperatures become cooler outside, insects will be looking for someplace warmer to live, like inside your home. Spiders, ants, earwigs, and other bugs will take refuge in your kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and even closets. To protect your home, call EcoLife for a professional pest control barrier. EcoLife applies a smell-free, safe-for-the-environment product to ensure you and your family are bug-free. All services are guaranteed. To schedule EcoLife to rid your home of bugs, call 283-6002. EcoLife is a proud supporter of Central Utah High School sports.
So Templars to kick off north to south. Doug Sheese in to do the kicking off. First time he's done that this year. He did it quite a bit last year. And he's in to kick the ball here for the Templars as they lead 44-27, 6:40 on the clock. Approaches high and gets underneath it. Bounces, and it finally does go out of bounds. No return, though. And, I think that's one thing. You just don't want Emery getting a big return right now. Even if if that stayed inbounds, the return was only going to get out to the 15 or 20. That would have been the ideal case. But
one of the things a coach can do, though, when another team is struggling with their kicking, they have their choice there. Take it to the 35, make him kick it again with I think it's a 10-yard penalty.
But he'll take it at 35.
He'll take it at the 35.
Pretty hard to turn that down.
Yep. If they're struggling with their kicking, though, if they kick it again and it goes out of bounds, you just keep marching it 10 yards back.
We've got 6:40 remaining in the ball game. Emery struck quickly the last time on the pass of 64 yards. And Templars will leave their cornerbacks with this much lead. They'll leave their cornerbacks isolated out there on the man-on-man. And Good did not get beat. He just got out-height. And it was kind of like BYU stuff where they have those tall receivers. Shotgun set. Going to look long. Looking to the other side this time. Intercepted right in the secondary. His hands fine there. And he comes down the right-hand side, goes out of bounds in Emery territory. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, there were a perfect opportunity for a lot of blocking to go on for Manti as Wright was bringing it down the sideline there. The trouble is, I think there were 2 or 3 blocks in the back, maybe a holding, because I saw at least 2 flags at different times come out.
And really not of that much consequence because he was going to just head out of bounds anyway. That's where he was trying to get. He was looking kind of just, he kind of had to think a feel with where he would be at midfield. And this is going to get there and then go out of bounds. So this is going to be well, fortunately, you only get penalized for one of them.
Yep, they
don't accumulate.
They got to pick one. And the other thing is, as long as Manti keeps moving the ball, keep getting their first downs, it may actually lead to allowing them to run the clock a little bit more. Now we're at a 3-possession game with that 2-point conversion, putting it just out of reach of Emery doing it in two drives down the field.
So Emery throws an interception. It's picked by Wright, playing that. He came over as the safety, played deep, came over. They tried to come left-hand side that time. He made the pick. And as it all sorts out after the penalty, Manti at their own 42-yard line. Handed off as Lance fouls. Yeah, folks, you're going to get treated to this kid for the next little while. I mean, he turned a nothing into a 3. And that's pretty good man. He just kept the feet going, and I mean, he danced. I think he did a zigzag 3 or 4 times there on the field.
Yeah, and good blocking by the line to allow him up there. It took more than one Emery Spartan to bring him down.
So second down after the 3-yard pick up at the 45, keeping the ball on the ground and the clock running for Manti, leading 44-27, 5:55 mark.
It's because of his ability to spin out of tackles that it takes more than one, too, not due to size.
Wright's in the pocket, rolling to the right-hand side, steps up, going to dump it down, and found a short receiver to just dump it off of and get rid of it, so he didn't take the sack. That was smart on his part there. You know, there is conceivably the possibility these two teams could play in the playoffs, and they did that a couple of years ago. Manti won regular season and playoff against Emery. If Manti were to finish, if you kind of plan it out and you think, oh, Juan Diego, Morgan, and then Emery and whoever, Union, you know, there's a possibility of Emery being a first-round opponent for the Manti Templars in playoff time.
Yeah, and they seem to match up well against Manti.
Third down, 7. Right on the roll, backside blitz coming. Going to throw it long. Got a receiver open. Can't make the catch.
Interesting choices to go to the pass with the clock right now. Now they're at a situation to punt, and they could have eaten up another minute or 2 off the clock instead of those 2 passes. Of course, that last pass, it seemed like the logical choice with a third down and about 7.
But I don't know but what they feel comfortable enough with this lead that they want to win a few of these plays and just give these guys an in-game rep of doing it.
Yeah, because
rather than scrimmage.
3-possession game makes it a little more comfortable.
Now, again, he had the receiver open. That time, Derek just was a little wide. You know, he just doesn't have the receivers that had the speed that he had last year. Totally. Puts the punt into the air. It's a high one. Bounces favorably for Manti, which most of his usually will, the way he punts them. And inside the 15 to the 13 for Manti on the punt. You know, it just, he doesn't have the speed burner back. Not to fault these guys, their average speed, but he doesn't have the speed burner kind of wide receiver that can run under and get to a ball.
Yeah, because Derek is able to air it out, and it'll be up there in the air for a good while. And if you have a receiver that can run under it with the speed, that's made a difference in last year for him. I think he needs to adjust a little bit more to his receivers that he does have, and they're going to start connecting. Early in the season, you know, start getting
patterns.
Your team.
Yeah, they were different patterns. It was usually Howe and tight end release stuff. Handoff, running back, countering from right to left. And Templars yield, they'll bend, but not breaking. That's kind of the theory here now. Just, get the time off the clock. Give up 3 or 4 yards. They don't mind doing that.
Michael Alder on the tackle there. He's been playing defensive end as they've moved Sheets to the inside. Also, you got Jack Gillette on defensive end on the other side.
So second down and 6. Stand-up D-ends right here. Middle linebacker coming clog up the middle there. And since he's been doing that more, it's kind of shut down the running game. Templars 4-man front, but if you have linebackers taking a gap, you're putting a lot in the hands of your defensive secondary. But Wright made that pick a while ago, and Emery seems to have lost a little confidence in their passing game and run a couple of straight rushes there, and 3 yards and then nothing. And a no huddle with a third down and 7. And that should be a legal procedure. They throw the pass over the middle. That speed back he'd gone 2 steps before the ball was snapped. And he was not in a motion set there, I don't think. I guess they kind of figured he was. One man could go in motion, but I thought they had another guy moving and then the speed back going too.
Dangerous snap too.
Yeah. Shotgun. Inside handoff to the outside. Cut back inside, and Templars close it down. Pick up of about 4 or 5.
Nate Lee driving through the block by the receiver on him to come up and make the tackle.
So the pick up there from the 27-yard line. And pickup of about 8 for Emery. From the shotgun, short gun, and in trouble, and down he goes. Probably smart not to throw it. Coverage looked pretty darn good there, too. And it is a sack.
Alder, the first one to get there, and of course she's there to help finish it off. But Michael Alder with his with a sack coming from the defensive end position.
Junior, Michael Alder, so getting some good times up front. I think the Templars are finding some key players as they get into league play now to do things up front. So the sack was a loss of almost 9 or so. So 3rd and 11. Emery, pocket, looking for the quick pass, slant to the outside. And they'll have enough for the first down. Good play call. Slant, and you get 11, 12 yards on it and get the first down.
Good coverage by Good to make the tackle. Again,
bend, but don't break. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let them have it. Let them have first down.
Making sure that the receiver didn't get behind him. We got a timeout on the field.
And Emery will stop the clock at 3:07 remaining. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Cache Valley Bank, we have an app for that. Hi, this is Shayna, and our new Cache Valley Bank app will let you view your accounts on the go. You'll also be able to search for branches or ATMs near you, transfer funds, view recent activity, and deposit checks, all with the touch of a button. And our checking accounts offer free debit cards, lower rates than our competitors, and no minimum balance. So when you check your balance on that new Cache Valley Bank app, all you'll see is green. Stop by today and meet our friendly staff in Ephraim, Mount Pleasant, and Fairview. Cache Valley Bank, a tradition of helping, member FDIC.
Come one, come all to Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone at 40 West Union Street in Manti. Come check out our all-new interactive demo room where you can see what products we offer and try some of them out for yourself. You can enter a drawing all week for great prizes. Make sure to come on Tuesday, September 15th for free hot dogs from 11 to 2. All of this and more at Customer Appreciation Week, September 14th through the 18th at Manti Telecommunications and Manti Telephone.
Got our post-game show coming up, presented by Sunrise Engineering, promoting athletic and academic excellence. And visit them at sunrise-eng.com. On the post-game, we'll name a player of the game. Snowcap Lane's player of the game. Got a couple candidates in mind. Hamburger fries, 2 games of bowling to that player tonight. So 1st and 10, 37-yard line for Emery. Shotgun, backside blitz coming. Lobby up, he put in, and incomplete. What are we going to call here? That's not an interference. Nate Lee kind of looking around thinking, what? He's just running with the player.
Jack Gillette was quick to put pressure on the quarterback there, but a little confused here as to what the official is calling here. I was down at about the 36-yard line of Manti. This is gonna stop the clock while they march it off and give quite a bit of yardage to Emery.
You know, if Nate Lee would have turned to the ball, I'd have called it offensive pass interference. Tanner was right there.
Yeah, guys, definitely missed the call there. Nate Lee had great position. Didn't really even touch the receiver. I feel like the receiver slipped more than anything, and mostly because he was diving to try and make a last-second catch. But, yeah, no fault there from Nate Lee.
Tui, he's a little bit upset about this call, so he wisely removes himself from the scenario right there. Not a happy camper on that one. He worked with those defensive backs, played safety at Snow College. So they get the first down at the 47-yard line, looking to throw on the slant, and has it complete. Hanging on for dear life on the outside is Nate Lee on that one. So they had the penalty first down. I guess I better write that down here. A penalty first down, didn't they? And then the pass yardage there, and we're going to have Wendy do that when I got away from my books. They go about 16 yards on that one.
Good job by Nate Lee to pull that one down, though.
Yeah. In the secondary, going to throw and incomplete. That pressure coming through again. Helped up. Lending a hand down there is Ryan Cole defensively after the incompletion on that one.
Yeah, and you've got Ryan Cole now coming out. Brenton Thompson coming in. Excellent pressure by Manti on this pass. Part of it is, though, they know that's what's coming, and they've got the ears pinned back.
Look at the gaps right now, that defensive line there for Manti. Now they're going to tighten it up a little. Ball placed at the left hash. It's 2nd down, 10. And running back skirts around to the right-hand side, breaks through one tackle, and then taken down after a pickup of about 7 yards. Tell you what, their speed back goes in motion, and the other running back is taking a step both at the same time. That should be a yellow hanky right before the snap.
There's a few things that are very interesting about Emery's lineups. Like I said, sometimes their linemen are deeper in their backfield than they should be. Manti across.
Yeah, and they are right now. That tackle on the left-hand side. And you know, okay, you're going to give them that margin on the offensive line, then the flanker almost ought to be considered at the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Which is okay, but it just, it's interesting. Your flanker doesn't really become a flanker. He's right up there, even like a tight end with the tackle, even though he's flexed out. Okay, mark off against Manti. I guess they head off sides. So they'll put the ball down to the 20-yard line now.
Give him a first down again on penalty.
But fair measure of them here. Two of them in this drive. 2:14 remaining, 44-27. Manti the lead in the fourth quarter. Shotgun, handoff inside, handoff, nothing there. Wrapping that one up as a birthday gift or homecoming gift, I guess, for somebody. Down off the bottom of that pile was Tyler Squire. Tyler's a junior, isn't he?
He's a senior.
Senior, okay.
He really plugged that one up, though, because he didn't let that get very far.
In that middle backer spot. Yeah, counter it. Whoa, shirt collar, and that's a sweet move there. Doug Shee says, hey, I'll take a little bit of your shoulder with me, right? It spun Doug around as much as it did anybody. He went into whirly wig. So not much pickup there.
I don't know if Emery's linemen are getting a little tired. Maybe they're a little discouraged, too.
Not working right now, is it?
Yeah, Manti's players are out there just having fun, wanting to make big plays now.
And Nate Lee and good on the corners and right at the safety here for the Templars. They'll get Brant Stevens back next week. The quarterback looking to reverse, come back to the inside, got hammered and went down. You know, he did. I got to give him credit. He did look off his receiver there, outside in, came back to the slant pattern. And that's not easy for a high school quarterback, but he was getting drilled and the pass falls awry.
Lee had the coverage on that. Of course, he was a little bit physical, and the receiver complaining to the ref. Good job by Lee, though, because he was paying attention to the throw.
Yeah, you can be a little physical at the line, and there's timeout on the field. We're going to just let you know who our sponsors have been tonight. Got a short post game coming up. Final, by the way, North San Pete putting it to Carbon 55-15. Zions Bank, Manti, Centricom Channel 10, D-Land Title, Gunnison Market, Eco-Life, Cache Valley Bank, Manti Telephone Channel 3, San Pete Valley Hospital, Clean Cut Roofing, Barclay Mechanical, Jones and the Mill Engineering, Snowcap Lanes, Rick Bartholomew Insurance, Gunnison Valley Hospital, Los Amigos. Snow College presented our pregame show. Sunrise Engineering will present our postgame show. See their office locations. Go to their website, sunrise-eng.com, as they make the things you do every day better every day.
Utah leading Utah State 21-14 as the third quarter winds down in its last seconds.
In the third quarter, huh? Fourth quarter here. 4th and 10 for the Emery Spartans. So the minute 6 remaining and 44-27. Shotgun set. Quarterback going to throw it a little flare pattern out into the right flat to his running back and trying to get to the first down marker and get out of bounds.
Complete by Emery.
Now, why were they doing that? Pass could have been pretty good for them a little earlier in the game, couldn't it? And Manti doesn't run that pass, which is something they've got to work into the offense here when they get into league play.
Well, and the other thing I was noticing is he had somebody at the goal line that had broken open, but because of the pressure on the quarterback, he couldn't throw that deep. He had to unload it short, and
they only gave him 9 yards.
They gave him 9 yards.
That's
and
it.
The first down.
Nope.
Turnover on downs.
Turnover. He only got 9. He needed 10, so they turn it over on downs on a 9-yard completion. I think the knee touchdown before he was able to get to that first down marker or get out of bounds. So the Templars will have the ball, and they'll probably just take some knees here, run a victory formation. They're going to put Max Stevens back as the security valve here to take the knee. And another play now ought to do it here for the Templars. They will start league play next week, and this is no easy assignment. Going to be at Canyon View. And that, my folks, is a darn good team this year, this Canyon View team. Real tough one, and that's there in Cedar City. We'll have a broadcast coming up in a couple of weeks of Manti at North San Pete. That'll be on a KMTI coverage. Manti just needs to run one more play. Post game coming up here, and Tanner, we'll have you catch Coach real quick if you can there. So they get into things, and they'll take another victory formation here. And we'll see if Tanner can't grab Caden Stevenson also for a word or two with him here on our post-game show. Let's take a 1-minute break here. We'll just take a 1-minute break and then be right back here with our post-game show presented by Sunrise Engineering.
The medical care you receive shouldn't depend on where you live. People in rural towns should receive the same high-quality medicine as those in the big cities. You can rest assured that Sanpete Valley Hospital provides their patients with the same high-quality care and advanced technology you'd receive if you drove to the city. They provide many of the same services a large city hospital does, and they do it well, with a personal hometown touch. Intermountain Sanpete Valley Hospital, healing for life.
Bargain roofing job failing and your ceiling is damaged? Is your siding looking really shabby? Or you just want a new look? For as little as $150 per month, Clean Cut Roofing and Siding will update your home using 100% American-made products. That's right, all made right here in the great USA. And hey, take 48 to 120 months to pay. Fit it into your budget. Call Clean Cut Roofing and Siding for a free consultation, 435-427-3205. Or check them out on Facebook. Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Peace of mind every time.
Your connection for Manti High School sports.
It's the post-game show here on KMTI. Larry Masco, Russ Olson with you. And Tanner Wilkinson down on the field here. Sunrise Engineering presenting his post-game show, working to improve your community. See how at sunrise-eng.com. The interviews we'll try to pick up Coach Meekum, and then we'll try to grab Caden Stevenson as well here after they get done with some of their little accolades on things here. For this final tonight, 44-27 for the Manti Templars to defeat the Emery Spartans and get their final non-league game out of the way. Tanner Wilkinson down there with Coach Meekum. Let's go on ahead and size it up here, Tanner, getting on a few things of your observations here.
Coach, a huge win for you guys' team tonight.